penis.
And then butthole.
And I'm tired of your shithole.
Do it now.
Nasty gash on his back.
That's not a woman, that's Fred Armisen in drag.
Well, I gotta see that. Holy shit.
Welcome to
Wrestling's High Marks, the highest podcast ever.
I've got one question for everybody here tonight.
You got a joint?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Alright. I'm gonna get you high today.
Awesome!
My grandma drank all my pot.
Oh no!
I'm pregnant!
Oh no! No way, man.
Wrestling's High Marks, episode 25. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for listening. I am Whiz Willoughby, along with
Senior Mojo.
Cheez, man.
Senior Mojo.
And
It's a new name every week. That's fine.
Prince Albert will be joining us today.
Anyone that watched last week has witnessed a picture of Al.
Oh, did you put a picture up?
Yeah.
Good. I
am
forgot to.
so glad you watched the video and paid close attention.
I listen while in my car mostly, so.
No, I hear you, man. It's basically all about the audio anyway, but last week I did put a couple of special additional in loving memory of Gianna Daddy-O's face. Did you see that?
Yep, I did catch that, but that's mostly because Mojo had said something about it beforehand.
Right. Like, damn,
He's like, is that really her fucking name?
yeah, isn't that like the worst name for a hot chick ever?
She's definitely Italian.
I didn't know that Daddy-O was a real name. That's fucking hilarious.
It's probably pronounced Dadeo.
Maybe.
Just a fucking total juju.
Daddy-O,
Mm-hmm.
but they forgot to type it, and so I pronounced it wrong. Daddy-O. Okay, I'm a hipster now.
Damn, this fucking chamber is so hard to clear out. Smoke gets in there and it just sits there and it's stale.
Stale. You know
Yeah,
what?
maybe we need to fill the chamber higher or something because it's still just
Old bread, just like Hogan. Yeah, still Hogan. I'm tired of your shit, Hogan. Dig it! Be a man, Hulk.
What is Lucha Underground on Tuesdays?
I don't know.
I don't know.
This
I
is
just
my first
watch
week
it
watching
on
it forever.
Thursdays or
Yeah.
Fridays.
Me too. All right. Well,
I have to go back in time and watch anything. I don't watch anything live.
I was just wondering if we were gonna hit these in order or what. I don't know if this. I might not.
If we're gonna
use
hit
a
it
lot
in
of this
order,
as
we
the
can go
intro
ahead and
anyway.
say
We
that,
may have to re-intro because there's a lot of like nonsensical rambling in
Yeah,
here.
whatever. Fuck it.
Okay.
We can start off with Raw.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Sure. Actually, let's do that because it'll be our quickest segment.
Then it was Monday. It was like the furthest thing away.
Start off with Raw.
So, a lot of stuff happened, and then there was the one segment that we watched with Elias and KO, and the only reason we went back and watched it because the internet fucking kind of blew up about it.
The Twitter
and
buzz was irresistible.
That was fucking epic, though. That
We
fucking
had
crowd
people
just
on-
had
I've
them.
watched in a long time.
Instagram that weren't our regular followers that just loved the Sonics
Yeah.
meme that
Dude,
we came up with.
The Sonics meme did not do well on Twitter. Part didn't help that I forgot to include the picture.
I didn't do that well at all.
Yeah. I'm a fuck up sometimes.
So I was playing
That's what
on
I do.
Twitter, and then I read, and this was obviously from people at the event because it wasn't on TV, I found out. But I read that in the middle of that promo, they had to hit the lights because they had to control some angry, unruly spectators. And I was like, well, I got to see that. Holy shit. And so I go and watch Raw, and the lights do come on, but there's no...
Yeah, they're not going to show that.
You don't see that happening, but people who were at the event were like, oh, they're fucking rustling motherfuckers up, and I'm like, oh, no way. So I was super excited to go check that out, but we didn't get to see any of that.
Like, we've heard crowds get pissed like that for like a minute. By a minute, I mean a couple seconds. But this carried on longer than anything I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, I remember when Ciampa was getting all that crazy heat, and I was like, wow, this is just amazing. But I think
You're
Elias
the
and Kyle
devil!
kicked his ass.
Yeah.
That's the most heat I've ever seen. Now, I realize that in the older days of wrestling, when people kind of when kayfabe was still alive and
Yeah.
people kind of believed it was real, that crowds kind of used to get like that all the time and would get even like way more violent than that. But in the modern era, I've never seen heat like that ever, and I loved it so much.
Yeah.
I heard
I already
stories
love
about
Elias. He's
back in the
only
day
reason to
of
watch
some
Raw.
bad guys having ghost cars where they'd drive in this like really junky car, and the crowds would find out that that was the car and stuff, and then they would see that car and there'd be no tires on it after the show,
Yeah.
broken windows, and they
real
go,
deal.
"Oh, here's my
Right, here's my
Card
real car
that
over
I'm
here.
like-
The actual car that I knew you fuck faces were gonna do this to. Yeah, crowds used to be nuts, and they're still kind of like that in certain areas of the country, like redneck areas where people are stupid. But I mean, but the wrestlers appreciate that. You know,
Yeah.
they love crowds like that. That's the good stuff,
Dude,
baby.
KO and fucking Elias were sitting there kind of smiling about it. Like, they were loving it, you know.
The
it.
look
They're
on
like, holy
Elias's
shit.
face when he got that initial huge wave of booze. He looked.
You could read.
It's the funniest look on a face I've ever seen. It was great.
He's like,
I
holy
swear I
shit.
Look
read-
what I did. Look at what I did.
I
Man,
think
these motherfuckers are
Even with
pissed.
microphones, they were
I think
screaming
if you
at
looked
each
at
other.
KO, he turns to Elias, and I swear, reading his lips, he was like, "We got him." That
And,
was good.
Yeah, Jan brings up a good point. They had to yell in each other's faces to hear each other. That they're standing right next to each other
With
and
microphones.
They're amplified. Yes, exactly. That is heat, baby.
Can't hear shit.
It was some amazing. shit.
Unfortunately, you know what I did hear? Renee Young referenced Detlef Shrimp.
Yes, of all the people that have played for the Sonics, and you know he was a badass.
Yeah.
but he was a shooter.
What about Gary Payton?
He was Shawn Kemp,
Sean Kemp.
X-Man, baby.
Yeah, Xander McDaniel.
Oh,
Ray
Xavier
Allen.
McDaniel. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Oh my god! 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 Xander. Oh shit.
I only
missed that
remember these
show.
guys so much because of, I guess I'm going to be telling a little bit of my age, but back in the day of Sega Genesis.
You know Vince was the one that,
That was
fed
my
her that
team.
fucking name too, though.
Probably.
Because he's like, who's a white guy? They got 4 legends before him, but
Who's a white guy?
how the fuck you pull Detlef Shrimp out? I don't understand it.
Oh, those McMahons. They never cease to entertain.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus
good
Christ.
old-fashioned family racism right there.
She just said like, thanks, Vince.
I didn't watch anything
Great.
else on Raw though, but I had to go check
No,
that
yeah.
out, and I'm so glad I did.
I was not gonna watch a minute of it, but then when she told me about that, I was like, okay, because it's Elias and KO, I fucking love them both. I will watch this, and I'm glad I did because that was fucking epic.
It really
Well,
I actually
nothing was
messaged
really
other
going to
people, dude,
happen
did you see
because of at Super Showdown, that's one thing people kept on talking about was Raw did not have a single title up for grabs at the Australia show.
But it's gonna be all like the main event matches. We'll get to predictions on that in a few too. Like, yeah, I know it's already happened. This is Sunday. That shit happened over 24 hours ago because it's
we
like.
didn't watch it yet, so that counts.
Yeah, we
can
even stayed
still
away
make
from
from
predictions
social
and
media.
talk about
Although
everything.
I did end up still getting a spoiler on one, but it wasn't much of a spoiler. I knew who was gonna fucking win that match anyway.
I managed to completely avoid the internet because I was so busy this weekend. I almost didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Well, our friend Foot, and hopefully this is a good sign, just had a simple thing that showed the Australian show greater than WrestleMania.
I hope so. Like I said, I
I'm
stayed away,
saying,
so
I
I don't
hope
know
that's a
what to
good
expect at
sign.
all.
I mean, how hard would that be
And-
to pull off, though? Let's be real.
Yeah, it bummed me out because Suplex City Limits put up their new show yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I want to listen to it. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, no,
well,
they're
it's
going to
gonna
recap
be
it.
loaded.
I
I
can't
was
hear
going
it.
like,
You know it.
ah!
Yeah.
And then I saw in the information thing, that's the main thing they were going to be talking about was that
Yeah.
pay-per-view.
Of course.
And I was like, ah.
Yeah.
I did, however, get to go back and listen to Wrestling Soup, though, because that was on Thursday at 9:30.
That's Wrestling Soup, Thursdays at 9:30. I don't remember their website, but I think it's WrestlingSoup.com.
Yep.
Something like that.
Booyah.
Or just Google Wrestling Soup. They're pretty badass guys.
Yeah, you can just jump on it on Mixler at 9:30. You'll find them.
almost going to be a solo segment because this is our SmackDown, well, I guess a segment, but I just now use that same word, but fuck it.
Oh,
That is from
Wendy!
the Redundancy Department.
Let me get this cigarette lit because I'm gonna need this.
Fair enough. Chad's the only sucker that watched SmackDown this week, so he's got some things to say to you people.
Yeah, because I'm still vested. You know, I got a little bit of interest, mostly in fucking Becky.
Me too.
I-
If I was going to watch SmackDown, it would be for Becky.
I was curious to see what they would do with Samoa Joe too.
Becky.
And Rusev, I like him.
Yeah.
I don't like what they're doing
Yeah,
right
the
now.
fucking story's so awful, that's another reason to not watch it. I don't feel guilty for not watching, I'll tell you that.
Then I figured I saw anything that was good on the week in wrestling.
Also, I watched a lot of good wrestling this week. You know, the more you watch the other promotions, it feels like SmackDown and Raw are like number 5 and 6
I know.
in the wrestling world of stuff you should be watching.
It was funny. Like I haven't watched Lucha Underground in forever, but just like that opening cut scene or that opening scene with fucking them staying out watching the sunrise and shit. Like I was already like hooked into it. Like I found myself wrapped into it. Like whoa.
It's like, son of a bitch, this is good. It feels like it's made for grown-ups more, and it's really...
Oh, it definitely is. They're not trying to appeal to fucking children.
Yes, I hate wrestling that tries to appeal to children. Not that it shouldn't, but it's like it just gets so cartoony sometimes. They're so, like, duh, you know? Ugh.
Right.
Like, it's just so lame.
See, I hate to admit it because of Impact left such a sour taste in my mouth, like getting rid of the Hardys, and that was their hottest thing that they had and everything, and I was just really disliking Impact, and we just started watching it again, and I hate admitting that my thumb comes nowhere near the fast forward.
Yeah, there's
And
nothing to skip on Impact. The only thing I skip on Impact are the old match replays, because why am I going to fucking watch that? You know?
I watched
Right.
that the first time I saw.
Well, they got me the first time. I thought it was a match, and I was like, man, everyone looks real good still.
Haha, gotcha.
It was, who was it? It was,
There was a...
Petey Williams was one of them, and I was like, man, is he still wrestling? Which he is. But, I mean, he looked exactly the same, and I'm like, god damn, these motherfuckers have been working out. But it was like from like 10 years ago or something. So I'm
Right.
like, oh, okay. And I'm like, how come the crowd's all going, TNA, TNA? Don't they not call it that anymore? So, yeah, I'm an idiot. But once I figured it out, I was like, oh, okay.
Yep. Catch up.
Well, who does that, though? Who puts a classic match in the middle of their broadcast? But
Somebody desperate.
it adds content on a 2-hour show, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
That's right, brother.
Let's leave that era out of this.
Anyway,
All right, so yeah,
the
anyway.
SmackDown recap of Doom begins now.
Yep. This is almost like a tribute to Burbs in a way, because it's mostly just going to be me bitching solo for the most part. You guys feel free to chime in if you want.
We'll call it chiming in with cheese. No, we won't.
Yeah, that sounds
We
awful.
won't call it that.
Yeah,
That
let's
was terrible.
Scratch that.
Just go ahead now. I'll
Edit that.
I'll edit that out.
This isn't live. Get rid of it.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right.
Cheesy
So,
chatter.
Cutting the cheese.
Wait, chatter cheese. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. That's.
Good God.
They all suck. Sorry.
Good God.
Okay, the cheese
Cut.
man
If
coming.
these fucking jokes could smell, they'd smell like Limburger cheese.
The thing is, they weren't even supposed to be jokes. That's the saddest part. They were genuine suggestions, and now I feel terrible.
The cheese grater.
And I say WWE creative sucks.
I said I think my idea was already better than yours, and it was still cheesy. No fucking pun intended.
I was too obsessed with my own self.
I
What'd
said
you say?
the cheese grater.
Damn it, that is better. Okay, and for this next segment, we're gonna run SmackDown through the cheese grater.
So we open with Paige in the ring, talking about Samoa Joe and how what he did last week was atrocious. And as soon as the video had ended, they sent the authorities over. So what you're saying is you waited until it was too fucking late. He stood out front and talked for 10 goddamn minutes. You could have called, but no, we're going to wait until the video's over because we can't miss anything.
All right,
And,
I have a comment already. Is this in reference to what happened last week?
Yeah.
So she waited a week and a promo to call the authorities.
Well, not a week. No, she said as soon as the video was over, they had called the authorities.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, so you waited until the
I heard
video
you
was
wrong.
over.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You see what happens
We
when you
gave
don't
like an
watch
extra
SmackDown?
10 minutes.
I already
Fuck it.
fucked up your segment.
And it's like, what fucking authorities did you call? Because, you guys were like 8 fucking states away.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
I called Stephanie.
So yeah, blah blah blah. Joe should be fired, but he's not going to be because AJ doesn't want him to be fired because AJ wants to fight him. Blah blah blah. Moving
That's
on.
awful.
Zelina Vega comes out with Andrade Almas looking hot as always, and while Carmella looks better without that blonde hair, she still doesn't compare in any way to fucking Zelina Vega.
You didn't give me a chance to say, yep, Andrade is a hot dude, as always. Too late. I mean, Vince obviously thinks so.
I just watched her on Xavier's channel, Up, Down, Down.
Yeah,
And I
you
felt
did.
so
Yes, you did.
I'd
so
watch her on
sorry for her.
my
because
channel
of-
called Up, Down, Down.
Oh wait, I thought we were talking about Paige. My bad.
Yeah, dude, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you could. So
No, him go ahead.
But they were playing
I
a
totally cut him
Tekken
off.
tournament, and she had to face Kofi, and Kofi was just being so over the top. And you could tell that she was just inches away from wanting to slap him in the back of the head.
All right. I might have to go back and watch that now.
Yeah, it does sound worth it.
It does.
Too bad she didn't actually do it. If she did, then I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely there.
Spoiler alert, she doesn't do it.
So, anyway,
Continue
why the
with the hate.
fuck?
Let the hate flow through you.
When did Carmella become a face? Like, I know, like, it's been a couple weeks now, but, like, it just fucking happened one day. It was like, she was a bitch, and now suddenly she's a face because she's with R-Truth. And why the fuck are Carmella and R-Truth beating Zelina Vega and Almas now? Like, Almas was doing good, now all of a sudden he's losing to fucking R-Truth.
Oh, no. That
Yeah.
happened.
Yes, this
Oh
happened.
no!
Carmella and R-Truth
no.
went over.
Yep.
No.
So,
Well, it's a shame I didn't watch that.
somebody, Ty Dillinger comes back. He's talking
Why?
to Paige. Says he wants a fucking match with Randy Orton because Randy Orton beat his ass last week. And Paige grants him his match after telling him that, he's just going to beat his ass again, pretty much. And Paige goes on to say she'll never understand men. And it's like, oh, what? Unless they're behind the camera directing her?
Yeah, because
Right, Brad Maddox?
chicks are easy to figure out.
She doesn't seem to understand unless they're on the other side of the camera. No, stand like this. Hold on, I gotta get better light.
Okay, here it comes, and I hold the belt.
Yep. Say cheese. So,
Let's just get a photo to immortalize that forever, and you're done.
fun fact of the week. Shelton Benjamin's still alive.
Wow.
He's gonna get a match with Daniel Bryan. I'll be damned.
Okay.
Apparently Miz got him the match.
I'm
Made
actually.
it happen because Shelton was bitching online.
I like
last
Shelton
week.
Benjamin.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin's great.
Really
Why the
good
fuck
wrestler.
don't they use him?
I don't know.
Man, maybe if they used him, he could beat Daniel Bryan.
I think he should punch Daniel Bryan in the face. Okay.
Yep. Anyway, after that we get Aiden coming out.
Dismissive, yup,
Dismissive
and
as
move on
fuck.
to the important shit.
Aiden comes out, mentions, kind of kisses the ass of Seattle a bit. Mentions that, or not Seattle, kisses the ass of Milwaukee. Talking about,
Milwaukee.
some of the great shows and films that have been filmed there or based there. And one of them he mentions was Basketball, which I thought was fucking funny.
That's awesome.
I was like, sweet. Shout out to fucking Trey and Matt.
I'm wrestling.
Yeah, because, he's comparing it to his One Night in Milwaukee video, which was fucking stupid because, it clearly shuts off before she finishes her sentence. She just says, I want you, and then it cuts right there. Like, the tone was all wrong and everything. But she just sits there in the ring next to Rusev like a fucking dumbass, like she doesn't know what to do, and doesn't even say shit to deny it. Then, once she runs into Rusev backstage, because he's trying to hunt down Aiden at this point, she tries to fucking say, let me explain, there's more to it. Like, why did you wait until backstage? Like, why didn't you just initially say, like, look at it, that's fucking dumb. Look how poorly that was edited. This is fucking stupid. Moving on. Daniel Bryan accidentally headbutts Shelton Benjamin doing a flying headbutt. Shelton was supposed to roll out of the way. Daniel way overshot it and still fucking clipped him. And like that's what you want to do as a guy with many concussions is do more flying fucking headbutts and do them poorly like your wife would do. It's like talent isn't sexually transmitted, but apparently the loss of talent might be.
All the air's out of that fucking balloon, dude. I'm done with Daniel Bryan, man.
Yeah, no shit. Miz on commentary, which was cool, by the way, because it's the fucking Miz. Always
Doing
a pleasure.
Miz stuff, I'm sure.
Yep. He says that Daniel Bryan can't use his name on Total Bellas. He has to use Bree's name. Like, is that true? I don't watch Total Bellas. I would love to know if this is true. Does Daniel go by Daniel Bella?
Well, that would
Or
make
Brian
sense
Bella?
in several ways to me, but I've never watched a brief moment of that silly shit.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I almost want to research if that's true. Like, I couldn't find anything on Google, and I refused to watch
I was just going to say, I'll Google it, but I
Right.
ain't watching that stupid show. Damn it.
No, I refused to watch a minute of the show to find out. So, someone let us know if you could. Then,
Yeah. A listener, help us out on that one. If you have unfortunately watched an episode of whatever that show is,
or even if you know somebody who's an avid fan, and you could ask them, because
Please.
I don't know anybody.
yeah, help us out.
But anyway, Miz eventually ends up distracting.
I do know somebody I can ask. It's a girl. Don't worry, it's a girl.
Oh, whatever. Even if it's not.
Okay, well, if a listener don't help us out, I'll hit her up.
Right. Miz ends up distracting Daniel Bryan. Shelton hits him with pay dirt and gets the win. So I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
Then,
But then what?
I forgot to mention.
Nothing?
It's
Just a win?
yeah. Fucking.
Nah,
Well, no, Daniel Bryan
assume something fucked up happened after that to ruin the good win.
I think Daniel Bryan ended up getting his ass beat.
Oh, well, that's even better.
So, yeah.
Fair enough.
But, like, Paige had made mention last week about how the fucking monitors are all expensive. Like, be careful with the monitors. They're expensive. They're really hard to replace. In this episode, Randy Orton got slammed all over them by fucking Ty Dillinger before Orton ultimately ended up fucking just killing Dillinger. I didn't even talk about that, really, but it wasn't long enough worth mention. And then Daniel Bryan got slammed all over them. So,
Quick shout out to
Well done.
Pat Turner. He's a big Ty Dillinger fan. He's in one of the groups I'm in on Facebook. Okay.
I used to like Ty Dillinger, don't get me wrong, but they've done nothing with him, so it's like there's not really much to like anymore. He's just going to get
They
his ass
sure
beat.
do kill people, don't they?
Yeah. He shouldn't have came up.
Sure do.
He had no business coming up from NXT when he did, though. Like, he hadn't done much down there. Like, he had just gotten that gimmick over down there for, like, 2 months, maybe.
And it seemed like
And
he
they're
was
like, "All right,
going on
bring him
a
up."
losing
Like, dude, what the
streak,
fuck?
and then all of a sudden he was up in
Yeah.
WWE.
Well,
But,
I'm not surprised, though, because they sure can kill people.
the main event was actually set up to be another fucking talking segment with Becky, which I was like, all right, last time I didn't think this was going to go good, but it worked out well.
It
I
did.
can't believe she's getting the main event on the mic again.
I watched it, and it was good. Not
Yeah.
this week, last week.
No, I mean, this week was pretty good, too. They did a pretty good, they ran a good clip recapping everything from, to fucking show what's going on with this feud. Like, it was actually
And I
a
love
decent
the
video
poster.
package. Yeah, they did well on that. Then Charlotte comes out with a microphone in her hand, stands there looking pissed for a second, takes like 5 steps towards the ring, throws the fucking microphone down without saying a word. Like, well, that was fucking useful. Good thing you brought that out. But Charlotte ends up
Those
hitting.
fucking things cost like $800 each.
All right, Charlotte comes out and fucking hits Becky with a spear to a chorus of boos. Crowd was not happy about it. Like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. Get the fuck out of there.
It's
And
got to
under
be
her breath,
pissing
she
them
said,
off. All the
"Bitch."
fans are like, Becky, give Becky a shot, give Becky a shot. Now she's got her shot. She's over as hell, even though they're trying to make her be a heel. And she's getting cheered over Charlotte. They got to be slitting their wrist backstage.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
But, Charlotte got the upper hand.
She
at
had
the
said
end of
something about that.
this
She
one.
said,
That don't matter.
"Yeah,
to
you
me,
don't
though.
see me
No.
on
It's the
on their
crowd.
posters, but my picture's on all the fans' walls."
Yeah, that was a great tweet.
The crowd has spoken.
Did you see that tweet
No,
Becky put out?
I don't even know the reference.
Someone had fucking made a mural of her outside, like either on their garage or maybe even on the side of like a business or something. And she had stood in front of it and took a picture. And it was at WWE. It said, "Keep me off your posters and out of your magazines and off the TV interviews or whatever. But the fans will put me on their walls."
Nice.
And I was like, "Dude, that's fucking sweet right there."
You know what
Sure
she's
is.
That's fucking great.
referencing is there was a poster made for that Australia show.
Yeah, and she's not even
and
on it.
Charlotte was on it, but she wasn't.
I'm not surprised by that.
Nope.
I'm really
And
not.
she's the champ.
That's exactly some shit they'd pull because for as much as they claim to care about and listen to the quote-unquote WWE universe, they don't.
No.
So that's not a shock to me at all. Of course they did that. Of course. Because their big star is Charlotte.
So yeah, that's it for
She
SmackDown.
is good, though. I mean, I at least, really disparage her a lot sometimes, but she's actually good.
I feel like
I feel like
she's
sometimes she don't put the effort in, but when she does, she looks really good.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that Charlotte's one of those wrestlers who she looks bad if she's in there with somebody bad, but I think that when she's in there with another good wrestler, like a Bailey or like a Becky, it really brings out the best in her, and she does better with better opponents.
Right.
I can agree with that, but that's not a good thing, though. How about
Not at all.
always be good?
Like Becky.
Yeah, well, like Becky. Like Mickey James don't ever half-ass it in their
No, Mickey James don't get shit
Ember
for crowd
Moon.
pop anymore though.
Oh, damn.
there are some real good workers, you know,
yeah.
but they seem to not get the respect.
Yep. And the
But
funny
I don't
thing
think
is, like,
Ember Moon has really been hurt by only one thing, and that's not being on. When she's on, you definitely notice Ember Moon match or something, and you remember that she
Yeah.
was on that episode.
I really, really enjoy watching her work. I really do. She's a super badass.
yeah, I start going out of the way to fucking YouTube her matches each week, so I don't have to watch Raw.
Right?
I didn't watch it all this week, so I don't know if Ember Moon was on or not. Fuck
I
it.
don't either.
Probably not.
So, so I roll right into NXT.
Are you
Like I said
happy
earlier,
with
that's
your SmackDown?
that's it for SmackDown. That's the hell of SmackDown. Every fucking one's gonna start out with laughter.
Or record, I mean.
Well, until later, after we're watching our fucking pay-per-view. Towards the end, it'll be like, and rape. Oh. So we watched a match. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
NXT.
NXT was good.
Yeah.
I have stuff to talk about on NXT. I'll have some contributions this time. That'd be great.
Go ahead and talk about
It
it.
started off with Lacey, who practically cannot ever be bad. Speaking of good worker chicks,
Yeah.
she's amazing.
Which for some reason the guys at Suplex City Limits don't like her.
I feel like she's like among the very best heels in the company.
I love Lacey.
Not just NXT. I mean, all of WWE. She's fucking amazing. She does everything right. She lays her moves in. The expressions on her face. We talk about this a lot, but anyway.
She does great with her character too. Like she stays in that character.
Yep.
She's got it down.
Oh, I saw
She just
like
works
something
it.
that she posted on Instagram where she was walking through, like looking like she was going into a building, totally staying in character the whole time.
Yeah. And she posts shit on
everything.
Twitter all the time. She's like dressed up like that. We're
Awesome.
going out with her family. Like she's fucking
That's her.
yeah.
We had Lacey versus Candice wrestling, which I'm like, she's, Candice. I mean, there's something missing because she's a great wrestler and she's cute, but I still can't get behind her. What is it? Help me out here, people.
Personality or
Maybe.
lack thereof.
She's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
and she's really cute, but she's also like a vanilla ice cream cone.
Yeah. She's kind of I don't know. There is, like you said, there's just something that's missing. She's
Something.
got to figure. Something else has to tumble into place still.
I really think that, and I'm not saying bad things about her. She's a great wrestler. The match was real good too,
Yeah, for sure.
and of course it ends with a women's right.
That-
Lacey for the win, and I enjoyed it.
Lacey sold the fuck, or not Lacey, but Candace sold the fuck out of that too. She's
Everybody
straight out,
does.
drop like
They-
a tree.
They protect that move. I like it.
Yeah,
Everyone has to go down like a ton of bricks when she lands it. I love it.
yeah. I kind of actually thought for a minute that Candace was gonna end up winning that.
Yeah, me too.
If,
I did too.
I think if Kyrie holds on against Baszler and everything, that Lacey could definitely be number one contender. Because if she's got a win against Kyrie,
Yeah,
I get
When she
scared
didn't
that
have a
they're
title.
just never going to use her the right way because she's a good worker, and the good workers always get hosed.
right.
But,
Yeah.
but I mean, I love her.
Hopefully she'll be first up to feud with Kyrie after the rematch with Baszler at Evolution, because I'm pretty sure Kyrie's gonna win. Baszler's gonna come up to the main roster, and then Lacey can feud with Kyrie for the belt.
You know what? I want all that to happen.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would all be good with me.
But
I'm
after that,
wondering when we're going to see the other of the Ronda Baszler
that's.
women horsemen.
That-
when they're those two,
I
are
think those two
coming
need
up
to
NXT.
feud, is what it needs
I
to
was
be.
gonna say that needs to be the big money feud of like next year.
Yeah, she could be the one that'd be believable enough to take the title off of Rousey. I don't think Rousey's gonna lose the title anytime soon because I mean, who the fuck's believable to beat her?
And the potential for them two in a match is awesome because they're both, MMA people, and they could, if the agents put the work in and they practice the matches, they could put on a hella match. I'm sure it could be great.
Yeah. They made Nia disappear for a while, and they brought her back as the same. They need to make her disappear for a while again. Bring her back as just this fucking crazed heel. Don't let her talk. Just let her use her weight and her size like she should, and just destroy some bitches, and then you can build her up to be believable. But as it is right now, no.
I completely agree. There was about a month where they had her as like, we were calling her Angry Nia.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best fucking Nia? That shit's awesome, dude.
Yep. Don't let her fucking talk. Keep the fucking mic away from her.
I like Angry Nia. I don't know how we got talking about that, but yeah.
Yeah, we just kind of went off on fucking
Oh, the-
believable.
Believable.
Yeah.
Heels.
It spawned off talking
God,
about
she
Ronda.
would be great too. You're right, man. That would,
But you gotta do it right, and you gotta give it time because it's gonna take time to forget about that shit. She did a lot of damage to herself with that PSA.
the fucking bullying shit. Yeah, it was really lame. It only lasted like 2 or 3 weeks, and then they ditched it because it wasn't working. But we remember.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
We remember. After that women's match, we got a long promo for the triple threat match for the North American Championship with Ricochet, Adam Cole, and Pete Dunne. Almost seems like they're trying to push that championship as their top championship over the NXT championship, doesn't it? How many times are we going to say championship?
Well,
you just won the championship.
Sweet. Champion!
when you got two of the people that are wrestling for our Ricochet and Adam Cole, baby, it's kind of hard to go look away from.
Right. I mean, it
That
takes a lot
championship.
of the fucking focus off of, in my opinion, it takes a lot of the focus off of Ciampa and the NXT title. Because, I mean, let's not shade away from Pete Dunne either. I mean, you listed Adam Cole and fucking Ricochet, but, like, they did a pretty damn good job of building up Pete Dunne in that, too. Like, remind you, hey, this motherfucker's been champion for over a year.
If you ask
And
me,
he's
a
gotten
bad
to wrestle
motherfucker.
in other. He's defended that in other wrestling promotions, like smaller wrestling
Yeah.
promotions
if
as
you
well.
ask me, that right there is all their top guys in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
Those are their biggest stars. So yeah, it's not the quote unquote championship match, but it's the match.
Like, do we even
sort
know?
of like on Raw, everybody was paying attention to the Intercontinental Championship because for the most part, the Heavyweight Championship was being.
It was almost like it was non-existent. It wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't really being used for anything.
Who do we even know who Ciampa's going to be defending the title against?
I don't.
Yeah.
Not yet.
They're building the fuck out of this match, and we don't even know who Ciampa's fighting. Is like Aleister Black gonna come back and get his rematch? Is that what's supposed to happen? Because they're like
I still
playing it
haven't
off. Like
heard,
I don't know
like,
how long
Trying to
his
remember if I
injury.
heard anything because I always watch NXT, but no, it's not jumping out at me who the match is going to be with.
I mean, they got till November, I think, before that takeover happens. So they got plenty of time for him to come back from injury. That's probably why they don't have anything building up yet. My guess is he's coming back. But I really hope they don't make it as simple as fucking Ciampa's the one that attacked him, and that's what they're gonna fucking do. Like, you get to rematch, and we're gonna wrap up the storyline all at once. It's stupid. Like, I'm sick of the fucking whodunit thing.
That's what they're gonna do because it's a nice little bow. You can wrap it up and put a nice little bow on it. At least in their opinion. But you're right. That is the best
With
way to handle it.
NXT, I'm really anticipating this, and I'm gonna pop huge because it's gonna be something to do with the Undisputed, and it's gonna look like they're doomed, and you just see the three guys, and out of nowhere, Bobby Fish comes out, and the Undisputed take over. Because I heard that Bobby Fish is cleared, like we discussed
I
last time.
also
Yeah.
read that a while ago too.
So
And
I'm really
actually, I read
excited
an
to
NXT
see.
spoiler, which I shouldn't do that, but they're always there because there's a month ahead. And we can expect him to come out in a couple of weeks.
Sweet.
We can expect him to have crutches or a crutch and a leg brace, but then he removes it and kicks somebody's ass. I forget now, but that's going to happen soon.
Okay.
Spoiler alert after the spoiler.
Right, you dick.
Well, you
not even that
that's
much of a
not
spoiler.
Really that specific.
It's just like, hey, this dude's gonna be back finally, because
Right.
it seems like he'd have been back by now anyway.
And I thought I heard that they might allow them to do the Freebird rules.
And then,
Since he was the original one who won those
right,
tag titles.
it'd be nice if they do a fucking trios tag, honestly. But at the same time, they don't have enough room. It's only an hour-long show.
It kind of seems like that's what they're working on, is because there's all these.
I thought that's what they were gonna do in WWE for a minute.
That
but they never
trios
did it.
are
Actually,
happening everywhere.
speaking of, we always talk about bad rumors and awful things. I heard a good rumor that they're talking about adding time on to NXT. Like maybe an extra half an hour.
Okay, I was gonna say I'd be cool with a half hour. I don't know about a second hour.
One more match.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do an hour and a half.
I'm
That's
pretty
not
And
so
I
happy
was
with
like
NXT,
really
how they
psyched
do
about
things
that
now.
because
I
they
know.
didn't say 2 hours. They did say in the article, like adding on just a half an hour. I was like, that would be cool.
Yeah. I'd be cool with a half hour, I guess. I like the show as it is, so I almost don't want to fuck with it. But if you're gonna add time, make sure it's only a half hour. That's fine, I guess. Could do a little more with that. So after that fucking promo for that triple threat match, we had a rerun of Sons of Anarchy.
Against
That's the one part I just
Hirsch.
like skipped over.
Yep.
Hirsch, Rise, and Mixon.
Okay. You paid more attention than I did.
I like to know the names. Squasha Rooney. Jackson Riker.
Like
my
Jax
favorite
in that
name.
semi.
Jax wins. Or,
Jackson versus the semi.
Jax lands a slingshot power bomb. That's a fucking tongue twister. And that's how that match ended.
Yep.
Now a good one, Tony Nese, who I had heard the name but was not very familiar with, against Johnny Wrestling.
Yeah.
That's because of 205.
Now they're calling up talent from 205 Live to fight Johnny Gargano. I think it's pretty safe. Gargano's going to end up in 205 Live eventually.
Is that why I don't know that guy? Because I don't watch 205?
Yeah,
He's a
he's from 205.
guy. Okay.
They even made mention of it on the show, I'm pretty sure.
I knew the name, so okay, there we go.
Because if they used to show 205 guys on Raw, but now
I remember one.
Does anybody else here think Johnny Gargano has like the worst fucking entrance music ever?
I can't specifically recall it. So
Oh god, it's awful.
it's at least not good.
It's like
Well,
some fucking kiddie
once
shit.
you've heard B Teams,
like some kiddie
theme.
rock. What's the shit they used to fucking have commercials for on TV, like Kid Bop or some shit like that?
Kids Bop.
Kids Bop.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano is coming out to Kids Bop.
Oh shit. Well, these guys.
No, we say poop.
They were able to put on a hell of a match, regardless of the horrible music in the 205 Live guy.
Yeah, except Tony Nese is kind of dangerous.
Well,
Dude, he almost fucking killed Johnny twice.
yeah, but I mean that's what made it fun.
Like, I'm gonna throw you neck first into the ropes, okay?
That
Twice.
was, yeah. All right, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He fucking did it twice. He might even went for a third time. I can't remember. Like, can we stop with the fucking turnbuckle spots before someone dies?
Johnny wins via the Gargano escape. Now
Which she tapped out to in like 2 seconds.
I've asked a couple times why the hell that move is called that, because it didn't ever make sense to me, but it occurred to me. It's no escape.
Gargano escape.
No escape.
I
And I was
see.
like, oh, I get it. But it took this long. So, not catchy enough.
Mara was
dude.
like, he's got him with the Gargano! And like, dude's tapping before he can even say escape. Like, wow, that was fucking anticlimactic.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, no escape. I got that now, and I feel so much better about my life. In our main event of the evening.
Autocorrect got me here. According to my notes here, we have Lads versus EC3.
Nice. Well, Lads hit his back on the stairs and had a big old gash going across.
Say the very next note got. I must have been using voice to text, being lazy, because the very next note says Pars gets a nasty gash on his back from being
Pars.
pushed into the steps.
Fucking Pars.
It's like fuck Lars. That name is not compatible apparently.
I
Fucking ouch though, dude.
Yeah.
Ouch. Because I rewound it. I'm like, was that fucking there before? No.
Yeah, that happened on the steps, and you can see when it happens because he keeps doing these fucking spots, the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
But after number 2, the steps turned at a weird angle.
Yep.
And then they did it again, and he hit right on the corner and then slid down.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it had to be awful.
Oh, dude.
But he just kept on balling.
Of course.
He got slammed a couple times right on it.
Yeah.
And
He's a big giant motherfucker though. He can work through it.
EC3 was
Dude,
doing
he's
some
a
kind of
tough
hold, and he rubbed
bastard.
his face right across the bloody spot. I was like, ew.
Yeah.
But,
So don't forget, Lars finished out that match with a broken fucking jaw.
Oh,
again.
dude,
He's a
have
tough
nothing
motherfucker,
but good
dude.
things to say about Lars. He seems
Was
a little
this
dangerous.
the match that Cheese Man commented Lars hit Braun's woman harder than Braun did?
Yeah, when Lars hit that fucking post and like moved the ring.
Oh man,
Like, yeah, he hit Braun's woman better than Braun can hit Braun's woman. Because we know post is Braun's bitch.
he's like big and slowish and a little dangerous, a little gumpy looking, but I still really like him, man. He's a fucking cool dude.
Yeah. What about that fucking German suplex EC3 hit on Lars, though? A fucking German suplex that looked good on a big-ass motherfucker like Lars.
Hey, speaking of looks good, the fucking diving headbutt.
Yeah.
Lars's head is so big. Like, I'm like, who the hell does a diving headbutt anymore? But he's allowed because his head is like as large as a person almost. So it was like a devastating looking move, even though it's only a diving headbutt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his head took up EC3's
Chest.
Yes, it's like as big as his whole chest. So it's like that diving headbutt would hurt like a son of a bitch.
Right.
It's
So-
like somebody dropping a bowling ball on
It
you.
works, you know. I'm probably
Bigger.
okay, fine.
Someone
that
dropping
could be
almost
your
2
move.
bowling balls on you. Fuck.
And that big, huge dude up on the ropes just looks cool, you know.
Yeah, EC3 ended up getting busted open by his eye, and his fucking mouth was all bleeding and shit too. So
Fucking A,
it was a
man.
rough fucking match. They did a number on each other.
And Lars went over on EC3. That's the only thing I didn't like about the match.
Yeah, they're trying to build Lars up though.
And
They're gonna put that belt on him.
but after that loss, the announcers pushed the fuck out of EC3, trying to not make him look like whatever. They were
Yeah.
what a valiant! I've never seen him look better. A valiant effort and all this other shit. And I'm like,
They
yeah,
need to-
I get it. You have to make sure you don't look weak and shit. But
Yeah, they need to have
I just
Lars.
remembered. How could we have forgotten this? We know who's facing Ciampa next. The Dream.
Oh,
Isn't that right?
yeah,
Isn't
that's right.
is it?
They are setting up as the Dream. Well, they might not.
Well, then they're not doing a great job of it then, because they didn't.
'Cause of
I didn't remember.
That just
Yeah.
hit me. I remember Ciampa talking about.
Yes, I remember that a little bit too. Fuck.
Well, that's why we're the high marks and not the marks,
Yeah.
and not the Marx brothers, because somebody already took that shit.
God damn it.
I thought I was fucking brilliant for coming up with that, and then
That would have been a good
fucking
one.
find out it was already.
That would have been the show name, but no. Someone else had to steal it before us.
And then we're like,
And
okay,
fuck you, Shane.
well then we'll go with the Triple Threat Cast. Nope,
Yeah, that was Shane.
Shane fucking Douglas. Anyway, well, I guess if you were part of the original Triple Threat, you're allowed to have that name claimed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Damn you!
Call the gynecologist.
A man walks into a gynecologist's office and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, ladies, wrong door."
Speaking of rape, did you see that video of that fucking dude out front of the abortion clinic? I think it was like some kind of protest anyway, and he fucking does a roundhouse kick and hits this bitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, you hear him immediately afterwards. Like, I meant to hit your phone. I meant to hit your phone, but like, he roundhouse kicked this bitch. All you see is it from her point of view because she's sitting there holding the phone.
I meant to hit your phone. That's acceptable.
Yeah, because she's like, well, what if a fucking woman gets raped, you know, and she gets pregnant from it? She should have the right to an abortion. And like he, I don't know, does some stupid shit with his hands, and then like slowly twists around and does like the most dramatic fucking roundhouse kick you've ever seen.
Good
And he
times.
works at a hair salon and got fired from it. No way, a hair salon? A guy at a fucking pro fucking life. Or not pro life, sorry.
That
Pro
really
abortion.
doesn't add up.
All right. Those things don't go together at all. There's no way he
One
loves
thing
penis.
is not
No,
like the
no
other.
way.
Yeah.
MLW 25.
Which one is different?
Episode 25, that is. We're not doing the watch along on this one this week. We'll just do a thank the Lord. So we'll just do a quick recap. I'll start with commenting that I love that they still got the 2 rings from fucking War Games.
Yeah.
Speaking of War Games, they copyrighted War Games, and Vince McMahon's a little butthurt about that.
No surprise there.
Probably going to do something about it because he's the type.
Oh yeah. And they got lawyers like a motherfucker.
This week's episode, oh yes, I have a funny thing about this, opens with Ricky Martinez
Spot on.
accompanied by Selena De La Renta versus Jake St. Patrick from Chicago, Illinois. The announcer says, "From Chicago, Illinois, Jake St. Patrick." And then Tony Schiavone immediately says, "This young man from South Florida has impressed the scouts." And then the on-screen graphic pops up that says, "Jake St. Patrick from Chicago, Illinois."
I didn't even notice that.
Ricky Martinez hits a top rope code breaker for the win. Nothing else to talk about in that match unless you guys got anything. It was
I
kind
say
of a
good
boring
day.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Up next we get Simon Gotch versus Gangrel.
Yeah.
Gangrel's grandpa came out to wrestle.
Snap into it.
It lasts
What a
about
waste
a
of
minute
time.
when Gangrel gets disqualified for biting his arm with his fangs.
Yeah,
What
5
a piece
count.
of shit segment.
Right.
Up
What a waste of my
next,
fucking
moving
time.
the fuck on. ACH versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Quick match, but the only decent one of the night.
Yeah. It
This
didn't last
reminds
long
me
at
of-
all.
That's not true, kind of, but
ACH facing Bulldog Jr. reminds me of
Bulldog Jr. I'm gonna call him that for the rest of my
10, Mr. 10, saying, "Yeah, I want to
Bullpup.
face Randy Orton." Smart choices here, folks. Smart choices.
So, as you can imagine, Davey Boy Smith hits the Calgary Stampede, which is a running power slam, if anybody gives a shit, for the win. Big deal.
I did think it was funny that the classic fan that always dressed up as Hogan for forever was always at the Nitros.
He
was there in the
and He
audience.
was fucking fruiting out.
He was
too.
there.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he was really
And-
going
and-
I
off.
missed it.
And Bulldog Jr. put his hand out like he was going to let him go up, give him a high five. And he did the cool guy move.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, okay, I popped for that.
All right, now we had to deal with
Fuck
all
you,
that
old
crap.
guy.
to get to the half-hour-long Mexican Massacre match between Pentagon Jr. and La Parka. Now, usually Pentagon Jr. matches are pretty high speed and flying around, very luchador-esque, as you can imagine, seeing how he is one and a great one. But this was a slower-paced, brutal, like, pounding exchange of
Ass pounding.
stiff blows back and forth, not like your usual luchador match. It was pretty cool.
If we say Jeff Hardy's a man, he's 40, what do we say about La Parka, who's 52?
He uses that yeah, no shit, that's getting cut out. He uses the
Belt?
chair he carries with him, also in the shower. Anyway, it only took me 26 minutes to get there.
You shower with that?
It's just like a bunch of like mean stiff spots for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, is Pentagon Jr. fucking La Parka's daughter? Is that what's going on here?
And beating her.
In the shower?
I didn't
With La Parka's chair?
like if there's a really cool spot or a big stiff spot, I usually make a note of it, but I don't have that much paper. I didn't even
Yeah. No,
make
it was just
specific notes.
a
It was
fucking
just
rough ass match.
It was truly a Mexican Massacre match. I mean, if you're gonna call it a thing, it should be a lot of the things that
It was
happened.
pretty
in this match.
one-sided too. Like fucking Pentagon Jr. got most of his mask ripped off. Fucking
And then he returned the favor later on.
Yeah, not as bad, but yeah.
yeah, ended.
La Parka hits Pentagon with a low blow.
Oh yeah.
After Pentagon Jr. had hit the ref in the face with fire,
Yeah, he accidentally hit him with fire or whatever.
and then the ref goes down, and then he picks up a trash can and just shit cans him with it. The fucking ref, I mean.
Yeah.
And at that point,
La Parka low blows
hits
fucking
him with a low blow, and the ref gives him the fastest count ever, which
Yeah.
it just felt
was a
like a fuck you
yeah.
for hitting me with the
Exactly.
can.
Yeah. He was like,
Tony Schiavone. I think it's safe to say or question that might have been a fast count. Yeah, no shit, Tony.
It was like less than most
Right.
people's one count. So yeah, I
The
liked
count
everything
1,
about
2,
that.
and like the bell's already ringing and shit. Catch up, Tony.
I liked everything about that. Even the angry ref. I liked everything about
Yes,
it. That was just a
I loved it.
brutal, kick-ass match.
When he fucking, that was great when he smoked the fucking ref with the trash can. They're like, I didn't see that coming. He just got up, just fucking destroyed him.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, he just hit the ref with a trash can.
Ref's
And
like,
then the
"All right, man, I got you."
motherfucker-
Bitch, you lose.
It was pretty good stuff. I enjoyed it.
Going in the fucking back. But yeah,
Poor Tony with the Chicago, Illinois thing. It was so funny.
eventually that leads to them talking back and forth. That there's going to be a tag team title match.
La Parka's actual son.
Yeah, La Parka and his son. The one we were like, is that La Parka? No, that's La Parka. Well, who the fuck's the other one? That's his son. So
It's Lil Parka.
yeah, pretty much Lil Parka.
Lil Parka.
That's L.I. Parka.
L-I-L Parka. Park, I mean.
Yeah, I guess it's just Park now. Whatever.
It depends on the promotion. I guess MLW ain't allowed to use his real
Oh,
name.
Nah.
that's what I was going to mention is
Yeah, he was just on
Tony
fucking
Schiavone.
Lucha Underground, wasn't
constantly was calling him La
Call him
Parka.
La Parka.
he? Yeah.
Damn it, I missed that because at that point I was watching the match.
Right. I missed that one too.
I was
It was
like,
good.
oh my God, he did say it.
he keeps calling him La Parka.
He's gonna get fired soon.
Right,
'cause I
Tony,
love him,
stop
but
it. What the
he's-
fuck are you
He's
doing?
gonna get fired. He's not good at this anymore. It's a shame, man.
I love it, Tony.
His voice is still that voice though, and I love it.
This would be a random bald dude in the crowd. Tony's like, it's Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
It's Goldberg.
Yeah.
We're out of time.
Thank you.
Oh, shit, that was awesome, dude. That was awesome. All right. Lucha Underground.
You did it wrong. It's supposed to be Lucha. Oh, wait. No, never mind. This isn't a terrible WWE thing.
That's exactly. All right.
Bacha.
Orale!
Bacha.
Arriba la raza!
I probably
Hey,
said
he's dead.
Speak on this.
something like this last week, but when I decided to start watching Lucha Underground, what I had heard is a lot about in between the matches they got vignettes which are overly produced, and I thought it would be virtually unwatchable for me, but man, I'm really starting to like this show a lot, and the vignettes don't bother me at all. They're fine.
No, this, like I said earlier, this fucking...
This is a great show, really.
When it started off, like, it had me hooked already. Like, it's recapping shit. Like, oh, Panic. Fucking Phoenix died. Oh, he's back to life, and now he's evil. Okay. Sweet. And then they're talking... Here's another thing. They're talking in Spanish, but guess what? They use fucking
They
subtitles.
put subtitles up.
No
and
fucking way.
It works fine for me.
Huh. It's funny that they seem to have the time and the budget to put subtitles into their fucking programming. But WWE can't do the same fucking thing for Shinsuke or Asuka or fucking Andrade.
And fuck do they need it. Good God.
If you're going to have Andrade talk, if you insist upon it, then you give him fucking subtitles and you let him speak Spanish.
I
But,
agree.
Or if
yeah,
you don't let
already
him talk
wrapped
at
up in
all
it, like-
and let Zelina do everything. Because as long... She can have as much time on the mic as she wants.
And I kind of liked how it bounced back and forth between Spanish and English, too. Like, she was speaking English. He was speaking Spanish, but they gave the subtitles. Like, all right, I'm cool with that. Even if she was speaking Spanish, too, as long as they put the subtitles up. Sweet. I know what they're talking about. I know what's going on.
That's all that matters.
This could be cool.
Even though, if you know Spanish enough to know Spanish enough, you hear a lot of bad words
Yeah, no
that
shit.
don't get included in the translations for American
Right.
TV.
I've heard a few of them like, huh.
But
I think that...
I've heard a lot of words that I'm very familiar with, having worked in restaurants.
Yeah.
I think they let them get away with saying whatever they want as long as it's in Spanish.
Right. And as long as they don't translate the naughty parts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one opened up with, well, after, you know, the promo stuff, with a match between a gentleman named White Rabbit and Joey Ryan.
Well, it was a fucking trios match.
I thought that
It just ended with fucking White Rabbit and Joey Ryan, but it was a trios
little-
match.
I missed that. How about that shit? I must have skipped ahead too far.
Yeah, must have.
see, for some reason, I see the little guy in a rabbit's outfit. So in my mind, I'm going, this guy must be White Rabbit.
He's probably the White Rabbit, right?
Nope, he's Bunny.
And then there's just a regular guy. Just this really tall, menacing looking guy that just looks like a normal wrestler.
Not
Yep.
even wearing bunny ears.
No, he's
And
White
that's
Rabbit.
the White
He's
Rabbit.
fucking White Rabbit. All right.
Which he pulls out a fucking white glove from his anus to give fucking Joey Ryan an oral exam.
The mandible claw, and they attributed it to an older wrestler whose name I can't remember because they probably didn't want to say Mick Foley. But he did it.
Okay.
lot.
I don't remember who they attributed it to.
And he's
but
the
yeah,
guy.
obviously Mankind is the first one you think of.
He's the guy that most people would attribute that move
Yep.
to.
Like, even above Mick Foley, I think Mankind immediately. Obviously, same fucking person, but
Yeah.
it was that character in particular that
Right.
you really remember that move with.
And when he pulls out the glove, it's bloody, which was a decent touch.
Yeah. Which,
And-
how'd they do that?
The-
Got some blood capsules in the glove already?
that was how he won.
But I guess the leader of that little rabbit group or whatever, or at least the one who put it together, is fucking Paul London. He used to be in WWE. Was ran around with
What's
fucking
with
Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah. Like, the most memorable thing about Paul London is they had that skit where Vince came out to the ring and he had this smile on his face like he was supposed to give some kind of like farewell speech or some shit. He didn't say a fucking word, and he just walks through the fucking back hallways quietly with the same stupid smile on his face. Everybody's sitting there like, all the wrestlers are lining the hallways. They're all serious, fucking straight stone face and shit. They round the corner and Paul London's standing there. He's got the biggest fucking grin on his face. Big cheesy fucking toothy grin. Everybody else still straight face as fuck. Like, what the hell was that about? Like, that's still the
Isn't
first
that
thing
the
I think
episode of Vince?
Yeah, that was like one of
explodes?
the. Yeah, that Vince walks out from there, gets in the limo explodes. That was like one of the biggest things ever. But yeah, that was like during that segment, he's walking through the hall and Paul London's sitting there with a big old fucking smile on his face.
Isn't that why he lost his job there?
It could be.
Because Vince McMahon was mad about he was fucking smiling.
That's probably
Yes,
it.
I heard that story recently. Yeah, I think they fired him because of that. Dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past
I'm
him.
dead serious. Look that up.
It was hilarious.
Some other time. But yeah, I
Right.
think
And
that
then
happened.
to top that off, that whole angle got killed because of a huge tragedy, and Vince actually had to come out
Oh
for
yeah.
it and go, "Hey,
Sorry.
Yeah. No, there was something that happened in the company to where he had to come out and address it or whatever. So like they had to kill the angle because of it. It wasn't like that they had gotten in trouble or they pushed it too far doing that angle and everything. Like, I think there's something else that came up. They had to. Damn, I can't remember.
that wasn't
Fucking
9/11,
stoner.
was it?"
No, I don't think it was 9/11. Maybe.
'Cause,
Fuck, who knows?
Paul London, you got to think,
Yeah,
that
no
was-
shit. Forever ago.
yes, at least early 2000s.
All right.
Look.
Killshot versus Son of Havoc. I'm not wild about some of the names they got down there,
Son of Havoc's been there since the beginning.
but he's good though.
Oh yeah, Matt
Yeah,
Cross.
I don't not like him. It's just
M Dog 20.
that
Bad
name.
motherfucker.
He wins, but then Killshot blindsides him after the match with a knee. You know, that's a wrestling thing. And then he takes his mask off, and then
Then Shang Tsung comes out.
and then out comes Shao Kahn.
Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn. We still went to the same fucking game.
A.K.A. Antonio Cueto.
Mortal Kombat.
And he announces a mask versus mask match between those two at Ultimo Lucha 4, which is an upcoming pay-per-view.
So hey, let's segue into that real quick. Quick plug. If you go to Bandcamp, MF Spade, you can find a Mortal Kombat remix song he did in there. Check it out.
Nice.
All right, moving on.
MF Spade. RJ.
Yeah, once again, showing a lot of love on Instagram. Good
Yeah.
old RJ.
After that was Marty the Moth Martinez, who is the current Lucha Underground champion, versus Mariposa, which is his friggin' sister.
Yeah, this was uncomfortable.
The title's on the line, and it's a no DQ match.
Uh-huh.
So that just has all the makings right there, doesn't it? This match is actually pretty badass.
Yeah.
It's a dude versus a chick, and that's it was a little jarring for me. I'm not used to seeing things like that, but that woman had every right to be in there, though. She did.
Oh yeah, she did
good
great.
stuff. She's
It was a good match.
real good wrestler. It was pretty much just like
It's
two
just-
wrestlers wrestling each other.
Hearing some of the sounds she made, though, is what made me a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I guess at times, like Jesus Christ.
Them screams of agony
Yeah.
were pretty good.
I was like, man, I think she might be dying.
They did a couple of rough spots on the announcer table, not going through the table,
Yeah.
but being slammed pretty hard into the sides of the table. The second time was hard enough to move the table like 4 feet. Good Lord.
The
And
girl
then
took an ass whooping for sure, like a champ.
couple power bombs into the guardrails of the bleachers, which was nice.
Die, motherfucker, die.
And then some nasty chair shots. One of them, Rob Van Dam style, and she kicked the chair hard as fuck right against his face, and he went down holding his face, and there ain't no way that didn't hurt. I don't care who the fuck you are. He took a minute after that.
Right.
And then chair shot, nut shot, chair shot, and then what can only be described as like dozens of chair shots. Like a pile of chairs on top of the dude, and she slammed every single one down really hard. This was like a real stiff, hardcore match, man. I was loving it.
And then
The young lady gets the dude up and hits him with a Samoan
drop.
through a fucking chair. The chair was set up like
Oh,
a regular
yeah.
chair, and he landed
yeah.
on it and collapsed it.
I
That
had
shit-
no idea what
Are
she
you
was
fucking kidding
doing.
me?
I was going,
Right. Me neither.
what? why'd she just set that chair like
Like,
that?
what could she possibly do? But then she did that.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude. And so,
If she would have won, I'd have been like, I believe it.
and that results in a 2 9/10 count.
Yeah, no shit. That was like a 3 fucking count right there.
Super falls finish. At that point, Reclusa, who is Marty the Moss Martinez
Fucking Sherry Martel ripoff.
valet or whatever the word is, interferes. I think she kicked her in the stomach or something. I forget exactly what she did now. Which allows Marty to land Pentagon's package pile driver
Yeah.
for the win.
And then Pentagon's,
Arm breaker.
yeah,
Oh,
immediately after that.
all that happens, and then the fun stuff starts because out comes Pentagon to the rescue of the
So you
young
think.
lady who's in the ring rolling around writhing in pain. And so he gets in the ring, and instead of checking on her or doing anything involving the injured young lady, cuts like a 5-minute promo before even looking at her. It's like, help the girl.
Do something.
It made me laugh. But yeah, all that happened. And I forget what the promo lines up, but probably something involving them two at a pay-per-view too. So there's that.
Sarah Fierro.
What was it? A challenge to some
Oh,
kind
I
of
don't
match?
know.
Like,
his
he's
match,
on too
his
many
kind
damn
of match.
promotions. I can't.
That's
keep
what it was.
straight.
Yep.
I keep seeing.
I don't
these
know how to
guys on
say
so
it
many different
correctly,
shows,
so-
like, fuck, I can't remember what angle's what.
Cerro Miedo or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay.
I know the hand gesture.
And that's
Sarah Miedo. Miedo.
That's Lucha Underground, which it don't seem like much, but it's a real fun watch. If you don't already watch it, I really recommend it because I feel stupid for not having already been hip to this shit. This is the good stuff, really.
Yeah, we talked about that too. Is like, it's a whole lot funner watching wrestling that you enjoy watching.
Well, like, you don't feel like an idiot for having watched
Right.
it when it's over.
Like, why the fuck did I just sit through that?
There's nothing I want to skip. I watched the whole show. I did skip a little bit on Impact this week. This week we will get to that. It was just because in the middle of the show they put like an hour of talking. There wasn't any matches for a really long time, and it got boring. But anyway, we'll get there in a minute. I love the show. I'm gonna keep watching Lucha Underground.
Yeah, definitely making it a weekly part. Or I'm gonna go back to watching it weekly.
For sure.
I love that site that you turned me
great,
onto
isn't it?
because of I can just
That's
watch it.
watchwrestling.in. But if your cable provider offers you Impact or Lucha Underground or any of the good
Yeah,
shows,
so if you have Pop
watch
TV
'em on-
or El Rey Network,
yeah, we'll
watch them there.
We'll watch them there. Don't watch them online unless you have to.
Unfortunately, my Sling does not offer Pop TV,
And
so I can't watch Impact
our
there.
cable provider here does not either. But they do offer WWE, and I watch that online. We've already covered that. Impact. October 4th.
So I had to put in headphones because the audio was a little quiet on this. And at first, like I tried watching it for a minute. It was kind of quiet. I'm like, all right, I need a little more volume. Plug in the headphones, and after about 30 seconds, I'm like, oh god, this is still fucking Josh Matthews calling this, isn't this? Oh damn it! I fucking hate that guy. But I'm just gonna have to deal with the commentary, I guess.
Yeah, his reaction was genuine to that. I don't know who Josh Matthews is, but boy, was Cheez disappointed to learn about that.
He used to be a WWE.
Okay.
He's a little fucking douchebag too. Like talking shit via social media to fucking Jim Ross of all people.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he's a fucking scumbag.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you don't fuck with Jim Ross.
This episode opens with Matt Sydal versus Rich Swann. I didn't know much about Matt Sydal until
He was Evan Bourne in WWE, but you didn't
Okay.
watch during that either. So.
I wasn't watching during that time period. I like him.
Yep.
His gimmick is really weird, and it seems kind of like Mexico to me.
I don't like the whole third eye thing. Like,
Yeah.
how many times do I got to see him point to his
Yeah,
forehead?
I
That was
don't
fucking
like
annoying.
that, but him as an actual in-ring wrestler,
Yeah.
he's really good.
Oh yeah, he's always been a good in-ring wrestler. First time I seen him was on Wrestling Society X, that fucking shit that was on MTV forever ago. I actually loved that show. One of the few, I think.
It seems like the kind of deal that they would do in like Japan or Mexico, one of them kind of gimmicks. It seems a little cheese corn to me, just a little bit, you know? I mean,
Yeah, and they're like, oh my god, he's teamed up with this other guy who's so powerful. And I'm like, I have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
his name's Ethan Page, but I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Neither do I.
And he's pretty
Like,
big.
unless that's who Hangman Page is.
No, it's
No.
No, I don't think so.
no.
Because
But
his
that
name's
reminded
Adam Page,
me-
isn't it?
But anyway, that guy interferes and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and fucking
Well,
Matt Sydal
third
for the
eye
win.
gets the win.
Matt Sydal reminds me, I hadn't seen him in a long time. I was like, man, he's not lost a step. Which reminds me of Neville or / Pac
Hey, good call.
in Dragon Gate, who I watched his second match this morning.
Oh, you bitch.
And, well, I decided that since we weren't going to...
No, I'm
To the-
just
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
that's fine.
jealous because I
Right.
watched the first one and I'm like, Neville still looks good. Yay. He's still got moves. He's
So
got a
he's
job.
probably better even now.
I'm so
And
happy that
it was
guy's
really-
working somewhere, man. He's so good.
Really good. And he's in a bad guy group simply called Red.
Fair enough.
But he hasn't lost a step.
So does that
just
mean he's
like
still
Matt
calling his
Sydal.
fucking... Damn, they're called Red. I guarantee you WWE's not letting him call his move the Red Arrow anymore.
Speaking of that, that was one of the newest rumors. Is this morning I saw something that said he changed the name of his finisher.
Okay. What'd you?
I
what-
didn't see what it was
okay.
called
I was gonna
yet,
say,
but
and?
he did and change
Oh,
the name of that.
so anyway. Fuck, where were we? We
were
we
just
segued
talking
away
about
from the fucking...
Rich
yeah,
Swann, Matt
yeah, hopefully-
Sydal, and
I'm gonna have to get back and see that Pac match too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Rich Swann, Matt Sydal wins, blah, blah, blah. What was the next match? I can't remember.
It was La Parca, using his full name, versus... Well, actually, I should intro that a little different. It's another Eli Drake Open Challenge. He's got this great fucking gimmick going, if you're not all the way hip to it, where he does an open challenge, but it's always like some weak little jobber.
Okay.
It's hilarious. I love it. It's like my favorite thing right now. And he's
This is the first week I've
such
seen
a
it, so.
disrespectful dick face when he's he's kind of like Elias in a way. Like
Yeah.
he screws with the crowd. But anyway, he does his weekly open challenge and he's expecting some hack to walk out like usual, but it's La Parca. He's like, hey, what the fuck? You know, this isn't what I had in mind. Unfortunately, the match it's not really a match per se, a couple of little spots or whatever, and then Eli Drake just walks out
Yeah.
and he loses.
Yeah, I remember that.
He loses by count out.
Oh, yeah, because they had, what's her name, Scarlett Bordeaux on fucking commentary, and that was atrocious! Oh, that was all bad. All three of them made me want to fucking just mute it. I'm like, oh my god, why did I put headphones in?
It really is like a problem
Oh god, that was
in
terrible.
all of wrestling. There ain't that many good announcers anymore.
I know, but
It's
this
like
is the weakest, I think.
Morrow and then what the hell?
I'd rather listen to fucking Renee, Cole, and fucking Corey over this fucking group.
Wow, that's really saying something. My only comment here is that La Parca has lost many steps. He hasn't lost a step. He's lost like 6 or 7 steps.
Dude's old as fuck.
He really is.
Well,
But he's
in that match
kinda
against
changed his style though. He's like more of a hardcore brawler guy now because he has to be.
Right.
the thing that probably one of the funniest things I've seen this week was in the match against Pentagon. He took off his belt and all of a sudden his belly just flops.
It really did, and it was hanging out of his fucking tights a little bit and shit. I'm like, you poor bastard. All right, up next we get Murder Clown versus Joe Hendry.
Why was I said who is Murder Clown and why is he fighting Lee Greenwood?
And I don't know who Lee Greenwood is, and I don't know who Murder Clown is either, but he's a pretty scary looking dude.
Wasn't Lee Greenwood the dude that fucking did that song? I'm proud to be an American.
I have no idea. Sorry.
I think you might be right.
Because it was all American Pride. He's sitting there strumming his
Oh,
guitar.
now I get the joke. If I knew who Lee Greenwood was,
I figured you didn't know that. That's like a fucking 80s reference there.
Well, at least I know I'm free. Okay, anyway,
Just gotta keep
Murder
cutting into that
Clown
with
wins after a giant top rope splash, and I mean giant, because that's a big dude, and it's kind of like... That's a cheesy move, okay, but if you're that big and it looks that devastating, fuck it, do it.
it. Right, fuck it.
After the match, another one through the table. So, Jesus Christ, dude. That guy is big. And
Good Lord, I killed him. I killed him.
Oh, speaking
he
of
is
crazy
damn near
clown
broken in
stuff,
half.
I know this doesn't have much to do with wrestling, but
Yeah, that's okay.
did you guys see Limp Bizkit was doing a show
Oh, no.
and Shaggy 2 Dope
That's already
came
bad
out,
news.
They were in town a couple
In-
weeks ago.
runs up there, and he totally misses the drop kick, but he tried to drop kick Fred Durst.
Wait, who did?
Shaggy 2 Dope.
Oh, from ICP?
No shit.
Yes, and he just barely grazes the back of him.
So this was probably
And-
the Detroit show that
and
happened
Fred
a couple weeks ago.
turned around and just sort of looked at him, had no idea who he was, even though back in the day they did a song together. And they just are totally like dragging him off of the stage and everything like he was just a fan or something.
That's fucking funny. Too bad he didn't connect with it. Yeah, so that was probably the Detroit show because they had some. It was called the Self Help Festival, which fucking Limp Bizkit needs to get some self help and identify that they're out of fucking time and go away. But yeah, Limp Bizkit was the headliner to this festival. The fuck.
That's a tough fucking festival. All right, well, in Impact, we've reached the point now where I did some skipping because there's a really long vignette involving, I didn't write it down. And then Johnny Impact comes out to cut a promo on Austin Aries, and Austin Aries
yeah.
comes out, and it just goes on forever and ever. And I was like, all right, I'm done with this shit. And I kind of skipped
Who
the
are
last
you
half
this
of
week?
that, too.
Johnny Mundo,
So I don't even know
John
that
Morrison.
Johnny
Who
Nitro.
are ya?
So, if anyone has anything to comment on any of that, I didn't watch it all.
No.
Okay. We get Kiera Hogan, which I guess is how you pronounce that. I've been saying it wrong.
Oh shit.
Against Sue Young, who is
I think that's
assuming
false.
an Asian lady, but she looks like a doll.
You know, I didn't watch. I just realized now. I finished part 1 and never watched part 2.
Well,
I went down to go get something and came back upstairs and forgot.
Literally all I wrote is just not a great match. It was
Yeah.
not a great match. I mean,
Oh,
okay.
the only
I heard
thing
Ki-
I remembered was
They're allowed to
G
have a
Whiz
bad match
telling
sometimes.
me something that I couldn't believe. He goes, Kira Hogan is like their Ember Moon with a little more butt.
A little less wrestling talent too.
Yeah.
That too.
Less wrestling talent, more butt.
She like
And
looks like her. Her hair's the same.
But I was
Outfit's
going-
kind of the same.
Going, I don't know. It might have been a while since you've seen an Ember Moon match or something. Because I'm like, really? More butt than Ember Moon?
Well, I'm not saying it's easy to accomplish. I'm just saying that maybe she did it.
Not easy, but it can be done.
I seen it!
Yeah, it was
Seen it.
the only unentertaining match of the night to me. I didn't like anything about it really. It was real clunky and just they didn't really like nail it like they usually when I'm watching Impact. I'm happy with everything I see.
Yeah, I didn't like it either because, well, I didn't watch it.
Fair enough. Well, then let me tell you what else you missed. OVE versus the Lucha Bros with Brian Cage, who I don't know who
Fuck.
that is, but he's huge.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
He's a
big
goddamn
motherfucker.
stack of bricks, dude.
That reminds me, I want to go back and watch the previous episode to see what the fuck is happening because all I seen was the cut at the beginning, and Dave's freaking out like they got supernatural powers, and fucking Sammy's look what you did to Dave. I'm like, what happened to Dave? Damn it, I missed it. I need to go back.
Supernatural powers. So Sammy, this is like a preview of a match that's going to happen soon at their pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
And so as soon as they said that, I was like, well, that ain't going to have a finish. So
Right.
the finish is this. Callahan attacks the referee intentionally to get disqualified intentionally rather than square off with Cage, which I thought was really funny. And I think it's because he's friggin' huge.
Right.
But yeah, it was like a heel, a heel move, and I liked it. I was like, hey, that's pretty funny. He's like, instead of facing this guy, I'm
speaking
just going
about
to get
how
myself
big-
disqualified and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I really didn't think I'd
Big-
like Sammy
big
Callahan, but
cages
I'm actually
and
becoming a
everything.
He's
fan.
winning me over. He can
Yeah.
cut a hella promo.
Yep.
And he
go
can
ahead.
go through the ropes, unlike Brie Bella.
Yeah. I seen that. I seen a clip of Cage
Like,
going through the ropes.
how
I'm like, what the
bigger
fuck?
is he, mass-wise?
Yeah. He shouldn't fit through the ropes, let alone fly through them.
Right.
He can do it.
You know what else? He works everywhere. He's like, don't you ever have to like rest or sleep
Yeah, La
or
Parka,
let your fucking
LA
body
Park.
heal up or anything? That guy's working every day. So fuck, if you can't give him credit for that, at least.
And today's Wrestler of the Week, L.A. Park.
He and I got off to a bad start because the first time I ever heard his name is when I watched him hit that guy with a baseball bat in the face, and I'm like, you fucking idiot.
Right.
And it
That's
made me
Callahan.
so mad. That was such a bad spot that I was like, this guy's a fucking ass clown, but he's kind of not.
Yeah, the dude in the back with the lengthy vignette, the one that was back there to get his wife or whatever, that's the dude that got cracked in the face with the bat. That's Eddie Edwards.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's what it was. Something about a dude and his wife and a guy that speaks like this, and I couldn't listen to him
Yeah, that's Muth.
look like a badass but still talk like this. It was driving me nuts.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think it
was-
was Muth. I think it was a different guy because I know who Muth is.
Oh, it was Muth, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Moose.
Yep.
Was it? Okay, well,
It was Muth.
I skipped it all because I didn't want to listen to it anymore. All right.
Kind of like Lars Sullivan.
That was, you know what? Lars is allowed to talk like that because it adds to his
Lars Sullivan.
giant Cro-Magnon man character. It works for him, kind of, you know.
I might not know
Here's
a
me,
lot
the
of
guy that has
things
to do
being a
20 minutes
caveman
of
lawyer,
editing to
but
get all the stutters out, complaining about a lisp. All right, anyway,
Yeah, dick.
that was the main event, and it ended how I figured it was without a real ending. But at least they made it funny.
Yeah.
He intentionally hit the ref to get disqualified. 'cause he
Fucking
didn't
him
wanna
out,
fight the
Pam.
guy. Made me laugh. At least they did that.
Yeah.
And that's Impact, and I guess it's about time to move along to this Super Showdown nonsense. Am I right, folks?
Well, we want to fire off some predictions for the matches we're about to watch.
Oh, that's right.
It was at the beginning of the week,
Hey, all right. That's something.
but
We're good.
a great match was the semifinals for the junior heavyweight championship against the Villain versus Osprey. I thought it was the match of the night and stole that pay-per-view.
Well, man, if Osprey was involved, I believe it. I did not go back and watch that, unfortunately.
And then the Golden Lovers over Okada and Ishii.
It's cool that they're together again. If you see
Gordon
what I did there.
Rabbus.
But a match that on paper sounds really good.
You can't resist, can you? Every time you hear Golden Lovers, Gordon Rava.
Gordon Rabbus.
That's
was the Gorillas of Destiny beating the Young Bucks to become four-time IWGP Tag Team Champs.
I actually
but-
heard a little thing about that, but you're probably already going to cover it. You just go ahead.
But it was basically almost a handicap match because of Matt Jackson's back went out on him again, and he literally had to have Nick come in, almost like set the guy in his arms to stand up to do a move and everything. So it was pretty easy for the Tamatanga to come in and basically stunner Nick and Matt
Tamatonga's
Jackson.
a bad motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, he is. Actually, you
And
know,
it didn't
most
even
of the
seem-
guys over there are pretty good,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
It seemed like a pretty dominant win.
Yeah,
Domination.
rumor is that loss occurred because Matt Jackson
Yeah,
needs some
really
recovery
bad.
time. Yeah.
But back recovery time.
Yeah. So they might not be around for a
Like I
minute.
said,
Which
they
is,
ain't the fucking Young Bucks anymore.
yeah, they're just the Bucks now for sure. But they sure are good. If you watch any match
yeah.
with those guys, you're like, what? So I mean, that's just how it is. They're good. Can't deny it. Even if you don't like them, you can't claim they're not amazing wrestlers.
And on Instagram, we had, of course, RJ and two newer people that have been liking our posts, Hail Rising
What up,
and Stev Milan.
Stev?
I'm sure it's Steve, but it's short.
It's a Steven on Facebook and shit because he's on our shit everywhere. He really likes the show a lot.
Yeah, and say he's following us on
He may
Twitter.
be the guy that even commented on the YouTube video.
Yeah, he actually even he didn't retweet our last episode. He made his own post for it, and
Nice.
put it in there, linked it. So
Good shit.
yeah, definitely good look out on that. And well, since I'm on it, another shout out on Twitter to the name is Beep Beep Jamie.
Fair enough. What up, though?
That's- Yeah, just search Beep Beep Jamie. I'm gonna throw out the @ in there, but yeah,
That's at Beat Jamie.
yeah, not quite. Something completely different.
Returning to our friend Stephen Milan, or I'm going to say Stephen Millen, because it's Millan, but either way, if we did it wrong, sorry, bro. He commented on one of our memes that the person in the meme, even though he was animated, looked like Joey Ryan, and he was fucking right. And now I can't unsee that.
Yep.
It looks just like fucking Joey. I was like, oh my God, it does. And then he also did comment on our YouTube video. He's the first comment, I think,
Yep.
on any of our videos. So congratulations on being our first.
Speaking of first,
He said, splendid show as usual. And then he commented that Jim Cornette should have Andy Kindler on his podcast. And I would be fine with that. Of
course.
I would probably
love
upload that to
both those
YouTube
guys.
and just not put commercials on it so Jim don't get mad at me.
Right. Not
I
making
wish I
money.
had 2 more hands so I could give it 4 thumbs down.
Oh, yeah.
we also got our
First.
first thumbs down.
Yep.
We did.
Yep.
But if you're listening, Mr. Thumbs Down, you still help us move up in the algorithm, so thank you either way. And I appreciate anyone that has a genuine opinion about the show, be it negative or positive.
Yep.
I found so much joy in that.
If you watched the Super Showdown, which we have not yet, but we're just about to, and you've seen a dude in the audience holding up a sign that says, "Give it to me, baby." That was Tim Commons, who's another listener to our show. He's also a person I've chatted with a few times online. And we both need Adam Cole 2018 Undisputed Blue autographs. So if anybody listening has one of those laying around, hit one of us up on any one of the social medias and I will get you some money. Shameless plug.
Indeed.
Bringing personal shit into the show.
We already
Nope.
already gave Spade a plug earlier.
And having looked over the notes, Steve Milan or Steve Millen, whichever one it is on all of our shits.
Yep.
Every way to find us, he's there. So much thanks, my man.
Yeah, I think we might have our first fan, or at least big supporter.
Much appreciated.
For sure.
We also appreciate everybody on the internet who has listened or added us or anything like that. Even if you don't comment or ask us questions or anything like that, we still completely appreciate you.
Yeah, anybody who listens, thank you for the time.
Or responds to the questions like on Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't put one out today because, like I said, I've been trying to stay the fuck away from Twitter.
Yeah, it's been
We really should do
hard.
more of that, though. Get
Yeah.
people to interact with us more. That would help a lot, probably.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't blame you on not getting on Twitter because spoilers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Even though this is pretty fucking predictable pay-per-view that we're about to watch anyway. Yep, we're gonna do some predictions.
Super Showdown predictions. The show happened yesterday, but we did not watch it. We have not got spoilers other than for one match. I didn't get any, but somebody did among us.
Yeah.
Other than that, predictions. Let's do it.
All right, Becky versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's title.
I refuse to let them give it to Charlotte.
Like you
no.
have something to say on it.
Yeah. I insist that it be Becky.
Yeah.
Becky keeps the belt.
I think Becky keeps the belt. I don't think they're gonna fucking throw it back on Charlotte already. That would fucking kill everything.
Especially at this show.
Well, then I assume that that's not the one you got the spoiler on.
No, I didn't get the spoiler on that one. No.
Good.
I'm not gonna mention which
So
one
I think
did.
that
Okay.
we all...
You're
Got
not going to
Becky.
mention which one it is. You're just going to choose correctly
Like I
on
said,
that one.
I think we're all gonna
Nailed that
choose
one.
correctly on that one anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So
Is it the
did we-
Roman Reigns match?
Nope.
Okay.
So we all went with Becky on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's
sweet.
keeping her belt.
It's unanimous. God damn it. She's keeping her fucking belt, motherfuckers. You heard?
Yep. And after that, we got Asuka and Naomi versus the Iconics.
Usually I would say Asuka and them, but it's in Australia.
Yes.
Come on.
That's my answer.
The
Iconics.
Exactly the reasoning and everything.
And if there's
They
any...
can't
I
not
already
put
told
them
Cheese
over.
Man, if there's anybody that's an Australian wrestler, they're going over.
Not trying to have everyone agree with everyone the whole time, but that's what's going to happen.
Yep. New Day versus The Bar for the SmackDown title.
I don't think the
Actually,
championship's going to switch there.
well, I haven't been watching WWE the last couple weeks, and I don't know the build-up as well as you guys do.
It's the same. It's,
But
Yeah,
it
you
seems
haven't
might
missed
as well
like
anything.
watch.
if the
Nothing's
bar's
really-
back now, maybe they could go over. It seems possible.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna
Not
go
in
with
this
New
show.
Day because I like them more. But I mean, if the bar wins, I won't be blown away.
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen. And if there's gonna be a title change, it's not gonna be that one.
You know what's never gonna happen? I'm never gonna like Sheamus. Sorry.
No, I think he's going to be half of your new tag team title
Okay.
or tag team championship.
Well, I can see it happening. I just don't want it to.
So you guys took New Day. I
I
got the
take
Bar
New
on that
Day.
one.
I want New Day. I choose New Day. But yeah, like I said, I won't be blown away if the bar wins. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
All right.
They've been
Just
going
because
a while.
of-
They're back now.
I
It
keep on hearing
wouldn't surprise me.
glorified house show and everything, so I just don't think that
Right.
title changes.
Okay.
Okay. Cedric the Alexander versus Buddy Murphy for the.
It's the 205
See-
championship.
Yep.
I would have said Cedric, but then Cheese Man told me, which I forgot, Buddy Murphy is Australian, so
Yeah, and Cedric Alexander's had
anybody
that belt for a while.
Australian at Australia,
Probably
and they
gonna
have
win.
been really, what I hear,
Pushing
is
Buddy.
pushing him in
Yeah.
at 205. So I'm gonna go with the Australian in Australia.
Well, I was already going to choose him without knowing the Australian aspect because it's time to change hands.
Yep.
So I'll just go ahead and roll with it.
Yep. We're all going with Buddy then.
That sucks. I hate agreeing with you fuck faces. Let's get some drama going here.
I'm the only one that's somewhat different so far.
Yeah.
All right. After that, we have AJ versus Samoa Joe for the.
You know
SmackDown
what
title.
I'm gonna say here.
Yeah,
I
you-
can't bet against AJ until AJ lets me down. I have to go AJ.
I think we're gonna know the outcome of this match before it comes on.
Well,
The outcome to this match, the outcome to another match plays into this one to where it's gonna decide the winner, basically.
I'm thinking. Give me a minute. Sorry.
good.
Like I said, I haven't
I'm
been watching
gonna
the
go-
build-up, but I know what's going on with it. It's the Joe deal. And
I'm
the-
gonna go with AJ as well.
Oh, Wendy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, give me AJ. I think it's still too soon, and the general rule is, of course, you don't bet against AJ. We all know that. But I think he's
So I think
gonna
that
lose pretty
because
soon.
of this one that we go to, that we should skip to the one that we know that because of the result of this.
Well, no, there's a match that's gonna be before it probably. These aren't in specific order.
Yeah, but I figured that because of this other one coincides with this, the number one contender.
Yep. That's
I'm gonna
how we'll
say
know.
because of I'm picking AJ that it has to be Miz. Miz has to go over to
No, yeah,
because
we
if I
could-
don't see two good guys facing each other, Daniel Bryan against AJ,
I could see that happening
it would
too.
be a really good match. But they usually don't do good guy.
Yeah. I mean, we can do that. I think I'm gonna go with Miz too. I think Miz is gonna. I know it'd be his third win in a row, but I don't know. I think it makes more sense.
I think it'll be The Miz as well, but it won't be clean. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, more than likely.
Something shady.
Yeah, that's
Because he's
the
the
way
Miz
he
and-
does keep winning shit.
Yeah.
That's the only way Daniel Bryan could win is maybe him doing something shady, but I doubt it. Like Miz said, he can't. He's the baby face.
Right.
He's not gonna do anything.
He's not going to do anything. He's like all mad sounding. Like, fuck Daniel Bryan.
Fuck
his
him.
fucking ass. He ain't going to do shit.
Bitch made.
That's what
motherfucker.
Miz wants to say.
Speaking of fuck him and he ain't gonna do shit, let's go on to the next match. The Bellas and Rousey
No.
versus
I don't
Riot
want to
Squad.
go on to this match. Riot Squad is not going to win.
You know what? I was hoping that. Do you remember for that stupid Evolution thing? I could have swore one of the matches was supposed to be
Stupid Evolution
Nikki
thing.
Bella versus Ronda Rousey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if there's going to be anything that happens.
some kind of turn
Yeah,
to
that
where
little something that Nikki is to do something with that because I almost forgot all about that, and then they were teaming together.
if that's gonna be the actual match, they have to start something with it tonight. It would seem, or well, I should say last night.
Well, what I'm hearing is that there's a chance that some drama could happen and the Riot Squad goes over. So, yeah, let's do that. But no, I don't think they're going to let him.
No,
I think that it's going to be, but I think that the Riot Squad's going to do really good, and it's going to be hot tag Ronda. And Ronda comes in, 1, 2, 3,
okay.
or an instant
So,
tap.
not being a douchebag, but do we know that Liv Morgan's going to be there?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's been
she's
announced
definitely
or
gonna
whatever?
be
Yeah, she was there.
Okay, just making sure. Like I said, I haven't been watching.
Aaron sent us a GIF, I think, in the group chat of Liv kicking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was Liv
they had a
kicking
match
fucking Brie.
Okay.
in one of the.
I was just checking. I
SmackDowns or Raw.
hadn't
okay.
heard nothing. You know,
Yep, from what I hear, she was there.
Okay.
Or from what I see, or whatever. So you guys are both taking the Bellas and Rousey.
Unfortunately, like I ever want to pick the Bellas.
Well, I'm taking the Riot Squad.
Well, I love the choice, and I hope you're right.
I know it's not.
Yeah,
likely,
it's
'cause-
the one that you want to get wrong,
Yeah.
Right.
I would be fine with being incorrect, but you know.
and hoping that
I've
something happens
learned-
with Nikki
I've
Bella
learned-
and Ronda Rousey.
I've learned that they don't give you much. That they don't really give the fans much
Right.
of what they really want. They just don't give you much. Every now and then they'll throw you a bone.
Fuck you and your opinion and what you want.
Like, perfect example, our girl Becky.
Uh-huh.
How long people been saying, will you give her a fucking shot already? Until they finally threw us a bone. We got something finally. But they don't give you much, and I don't think they're going to let the Riot Squad win.
I'm hoping I'm kind of hoping they give it to him. Like, all right, sorry, Brie kicked Liv in the fucking face and almost killed her, and we still defended her. So here's a win, maybe.
No, that was so embarrassing, dude. Cyberbullying.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't that. And that is some shamelessly embarrassing shit.
I seen a.
You're gonna kill.
Yeah. Someone posted a fucking meme to Wrestling Soups page, and it was the Bucky Larson child star or whatever thing, but it said Cucky Larson, and it had fucking Daniel Bryan's head on it. Like, yeah.
So shameless. And you know the worst part about it is it was pretty brilliant.
Cucky Larson reality star. That's what it said.
Because that crap got all the Bella fans behind him. Like, yeah, quit cyberbullying her.
Stop it.
It wasn't cyberbullying. It was chastising. It was making fun of for you being such a fuck up. Mm-hmm. There's a big difference.
And then Karma being so wonderful as it is, he fucking botched a goddamn flying headbutt. Fucking cracks the in almost. Jackass. So, anyway. Lashley and Cena versus Owens and Elias.
That shit really did piss me off with the whole cyberbullying shit.
That pissed everybody off.
Well, what was the match again? I'm sorry, I was still fucking
Still muttering.
steaming over Daniel Bryan coming out
Well,
and saying
you're gonna
that
be
shit.
steaming
it was
about
embarrassing as
hearing-
fuck. He looked like a fool, a fucking fool. Anyway, what's the match?
I want Owens and Elias so bad, and I want to be wrong, but I don't see them bringing John Cena back.
To lose.
Yeah, for this like one-time thing.
They did once before.
But it's with Bobby and everything, who they're...
Still attempting to push.
Yeah,
So why'd I
like he
get a
hasn't
rub
been
from
doing
Cena?
a big losing streak. He's been winning. And making Owens and Elias look bad, so I
Well,
can't see...
first of all, how stupid of a match is this? Why the fuck are those teams?
Fuck if I know. It's fucking stupid. Just because.
You know what? I'm going to be wrong on this one, but KO and Elias.
Me too.
I'm curious to see
Because
John
I'm mad.
Cena. Because I've
just-
I'm
don't
picking them
like
too.
it.
Fuck John Cena and fuck Bobby Lashley.
You guys are going KO and Elias?
Just out of spite. I
Yes,
know I'm wrong.
Out of spite. I
but
know
fuck
I'm going to be
'em.
wrong, but that's who I want to win.
Bobby
fuck
fucking
that.
Lashley and his no moves and drop motherfuckers on their head all the time because he can't even do a fucking simple suplex.
Yeah. Damn near killed Big Cass before you sent him on his
And then
way.
you got John Cena's got two moves, and one of them's the worst looking step over toe hold face lock you ever seen in your life.
I'm curious to see what he looks like because I hear he's got hair now and he lost like 100 fucking pounds.
What?
Yeah.
John Cena
Yeah, probably stopped doing roids.
has hair and is off the cycle?
I guess he's
You're kidding
100
me.
pounds lighter from what I hear.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what he looks like.
That's going to be
I
hilarious.
bet it's all over
Oh.
fucking Twitter.
That's
I
going to be
bet
fucking
he looks
hilarious,
like-
dude.
I did
He
get.
did on that Blockers movie.
Shit, I forget. I did already see him
Because
because
he had a little bit of hair in that movie.
Jesse sent me a fucking. I think it was Jesse sent me a picture of it. It was a fucking meme. Said I'm cutting my hair today. Stop sending me this shit. But it was like a picture of him and a picture of Homer Simpson when he had hair. There it is.
So he's even skinnier now, huh, dude? It's going to be real hard to see him. Yeah, that's weird.
Weird.
I'm not used to seeing him with hair for sure.
Ah, no, Homer. That's brilliant, whoever did that.
If you want to message that over to me, I can put that in the video for the listeners to see. All right, what's the
great.
next piece of shit match?
Next piece of shit match. Oh wait, we already covered that one. We jumped ahead. I'll say Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, but we already did that.
Yeah. Miz.
Fuck.
It's-
All right, now it really gets nasty.
It'll be Miz, and he's going to win by Miz stuff. We cover that.
Yep. The Shield versus whatever the fuck the other three want to be called. I'm not listing all their names.
Who are they? I need to
Drew.
know.
Really?
Oh,
Braun, Drew, and
Braun,
Dolph.
It's the Big Show. Nope, that can't be it because it's already it's
Wrestler's
already a
Mania.
dude.
He used to be a dude.
Braun.
I don't understand them as a team either, right? And I don't understand why they turned Braun heel or tried to. And I don't understand many of the things about the people that we're talking about right now, which is why I don't watch the goddamn show anymore.
Yeah.
Shield.
Just because I like Dean going Shield.
I've heard 1,000 rumors of him heel turning. I hope that happens.
Actually, I'm going to use that as my reason to pick the other three.
Fucking do it, dude.
I think Ambrose.
Make that happen with your positive energy, dude. Make that shit
Like-
happen.
I think the other three
Like
win.
we're trying to get Owen and Elias with our angry
Yeah.
energy.
No, I think the other three get the win. I think Dean eats the pin, and it humbles his ass a bit, and then he turns all apologetic and fucking starts soft shoeing to fucking Roman again.
Soft shoeing.
Oh man! Speaking of that, I've been
Nice.
seeing a lot of.
That's a great word.
What we started with the Seth Rollins meme and the whole Roman's bitch thing.
Yeah.
I've been seeing more of those for Rollins lately, like little memes, sort of following suit with what we were saying about
We did it
being
first.
coddled to
maybe.
Roman.
Alright, so yeah, you guys took the Shield. I got the other fuckers. And last match of the night, old fuckers versus old fuckers.
Oh my god, I almost forgot about that match.
Is that officially a tag match now?
No.
It still hasn't been made official?
I don't know if it ended up being a tag match or not.
I keep on hearing that.
It hadn't been
no,
made official, though.
I keep on hearing for that Saudi show that's a tag match because of whatever happened in this match.
Okay. So
I think
then,
they have announced that Saudi, there's going to be DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. But
okay,
this was,
but in this match, it's Undertaker versus Triple H, correct?
yes,
with
with Kane and
In the corners.
Shawn Michaels in the corners.
But it's not a tag match. Okay.
In no DQ. At least that's what
Well, the
I
easy
thought
answer
was
is
the last thing I heard.
Triple H don't like to lose very much. But it's the Undertaker.
Yeah, I don't think the Undertaker's coming around to lose.
But it's not WrestleMania.
Will you let me finish now? It's like you had my idea.
Well, he left it out there to where there was only one other
The
explanation.
last match I watched with him was against John Cena, and it was basically a squash. So I don't think Undertaker loses.
Yeah, I'll say if it even turned out to be a fucking tag team match, Brother Destruction are winning over DX, or if it's a one-on-one, it's fucking Undertaker going over.
I heard that.
No, I feel like the weak link is not Shawn, that it's Kane. Like, if it was a tag match,
I think Kane's gonna work better than Shawn.
I
Kane's
think
been
so, too.
around.
He's
But we
still
forget
kind of
that
active.
Shawn has become a regular coach now down
Trainer,
at
yeah.
NXT
Oh yeah, he's a agent
and everything, and so
and a
Yeah,
good
but
one.
so just because he's sitting there on the side of the ring yelling at people doesn't mean he's in there doing the shit, though.
I also heard that he's a skinhead now, completely bald. Is that
Yeah,
true?
I did see that.
Yeah.
That happened on Raw.
Okay.
that's why I think I'm gonna choose Triple H, is because of the whole them just totally demolishing them, DX getting no kind of payback, and them just demolishing them on Raw.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing we see is the Brothers of Destruction just destroyed them.
Well,
so
I like the choice, and it adds a little drama because you're going against this. So for
Right.
me.
Yep. We actually got a few of those. And, well, that's it. I guess it's time to get this fucking shit show on a roll, huh? Alright, so we just concluded the first match, which was the New Day versus the Bar.
anybody else kind of like think this is like a slap to the SmackDown Championship?
Oh, it's a scooter. Okay. I'm sorry, man. Say
Not
that
even
again.
the
Sorry, we
scooter
got
had
interrupted by
respect for the
someone who gets
SmackDown
some-
Tag Team Championship.
We got interrupted by someone who gets some mad pussy.
Oh man. He rolls around with a baseball bat just to keep him away.
Scooter Day.
So yeah, New Day just successfully defended the titles against the Bar. Kind of a slow match there for a little bit.
Started
A little bit.
Pretty drowsy.
For a lot of bit,
I was
yeah.
like, man, but then
Start cheering for whoever was going for the pin.
Right, like, come on, end it, god damn it.
about halfway in, they picked up the pace, and it became actually a pretty decent match.
Yeah.
I really liked the finish.
Yeah, the
Like
finish
a
was
hurt
really
like a
good.
bastard.
Right, Cesaro got fucked up.
I guess New Day has a finish.
It's like because
where
it looks
it's
so
almost
good,
like
I thought he was
they're
gonna
kicking
kick
the
out.
coup de grace.
Yeah. The coup de grace, only it didn't win, so it's still not
Coup de
technically
grace.
the
Coup de
grace.
grace.
Yeah, and there's not much more to say than that.
It was kind of quick-ish.
Yeah.
Probably 'cause they got a
After
lot
it started speeding up, like you were saying.
squeeze in here. A lot of matches on the bill.
I wonder how much promotion we'll see for other shit between matches on here.
Oh,
Well,
quite a bit,
at
I'm
least
sure.
that will be fast forwarding past anyway.
But yeah, it was a cool match. It just rough start.
Yeah. So G-Wiz and Aaron, or sorry, G-Wiz and Mojo already got the fucking lead up on me because I picked the Bar. So I'm the early loser so far. So
Yeah, this ought to
we just
be
started the
the-
next match. We decided we're gonna hit record because we're
Bell
smoke a
just
bit.
rang.
Um,
Becky, Charlotte.
From what we've seen, we kind of fast forwarded through it, but we went back, and from the looks of it, Becky didn't even get a fucking full entrance. The fucking women's champ didn't even get a full entrance, but fucking Charlotte did.
Charlotte did. You know this.
The fuck. Pissed already.
Yeah, it's
I hope Becky fucking destroys her.
fucking disrespect.
Ouch. Good start.
And
Kick the
she's-
fuck out of that
And she
bitch.
starts off with a cunt kick.
Bitch.
I'll smoke to that.
Yeah, this is an unofficial or unplanned watch-along segment.
Yeah,
Oh,
I said
another
fuck it.
cunt kick. Jesus.
Yeah, I said fuck it. I want to watch this match and get high. Let's roll.
So if you're not gonna give me my intro music, I'm gonna kick you in the vagina a couple times to
Sounds
let you
good.
know how I feel about it. Vagina. Vagina.
We probably won't sit here and watch this entire match because who knows how long it's going to be. But until the bolt's gone, fuck it, why not? It's like the bowl's almost like a prelude just in case. Ooh. She landed it right, but it looked like it was going to be bad there for a second.
Yeah, she was able to get her head tucked in at the last possible moment. Look at the heel
Oh, that was
faces.
bad.
I love the heel faces.
What the
on
fuck,
Becky, though,
Charlotte?
but that was a real bad job by Charlotte.
She really hesitated to hit that post. Like, fucking go at it, goddammit.
It's like-
Everybody else does.
It's like, hey, are you hitting the post? I'm thinking about it.
I'm hitting the mic stand. I'm sure that'll come back.
Yep.
I blame Albert. I'm going to fucking pass that fucker back and forth.
This fucking thing is an asshole. Because even if you let off the toe hole, it still kind
know.
of keeps hitting. You son of a bitch. I'm trying to clear the chamber, not continue to inhale.
I think you need more water in there.
You think? Oh, fuck. Sorry, man.
Oh, it's all good. I'll just say that might help the prob is all. Nice.
That was pretty cool. Although, again, with the hesitation by Charlotte, just go down. It's called a bump. God.
Tap already, bitch.
This
just
move
do
is
it.
pretty protected, too. Come on, what's going to happen here?
She doesn't have it
I don't
fully.
think she doesn't have
Usually
it
she's
full
got
on,
she's sitting like on
shoulders.
her back or whatever with her legs fucking with her arm between her legs. Oof, that looked rough. Yeah. Take it. Damn.
Ooh, is she about to pull a Marty Skrull and break the fingers?
Fuck that. It's Pete Dunne.
It's a Pete Dunne, damn it.
Anytime everybody mentions
Difference
somebody
between
from something from NJ,
WWE and ROH.
anytime anybody mentions something from New Japan, it's just like I don't listen to hip hop.
Yeah, that's a weird promotion because all the wrestlers are super good workers, but it seems like there's something unwatchable to me about it.
Yeah.
I can't get into it, and I know people love it.
I haven't tried to watch it. I don't. If I'm.
It's
Like, I
missing
got rid of Raw
something,
to incorporate other shit.
and I don't even know exactly what it is. Their
But every
stories are
time
good, the
that you
wrestlers
watch
are
a
good.
pay-per-view, you love it.
The pay-per-views are fucking intense. They're like a. There's no promo, no commercials, no yakety yak. It's a kick-ass match. Empty the ring, clear it out.
Fuck.
Another kick-ass match. Empty the ring, clear it out. It's just like, goddamn, that's how you do it. But the TV isn't interesting to me. She's like,
Oh, here's something I forgot to hit on. From what I hear,
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes will be back in WWE around January, probably.
really?
Yep.
Ooh.
I heard that
Well, that's gonna hurt. He's a big star over there, man.
That's because he came around, he fucking made
what's
a bunch of
weird
money
is
off
I
it,
heard
now he's going to go back to his
that
cushy job.
Bucks, Cody, it's the 5 of them. They took a pact that they're a package deal. And that they already reached out to Hangman Page. The WWE did.
I don't blame him. That guy is
And-
awesome, dude.
He turned them down and said that he was sticking with the Bucks.
Oh, that was actually pretty
We'll
good
see.
now that I've seen the replay.
They hinted at that in the Being the Elite episode.
Well, then, does that mean that the Cody thing is just a
wasn't
rumor,
very good.
or are
There is
all
actually
5 motherfuckers
also
about to
Being the
defect?
Elite.
I don't know.
They have a little timer that showed basically end of this year. The Bucks contracts are up as well as
Yeah.
Cody's.
Well, they got some money coming, that's for sure. They are big stars.
WWE's got plenty enough of it to get to him. Although Kevin Dunn just cashed in like another $2 million of his stocks.
Really? Man, they're out
No.
of there, dude. They're fucking abandoning that bitch pretty soon. You know they are.
Abandoned ship.
Fuck no.
It's actually pretty brilliant. Because I don't know how they did the deal with the stocks. It's not because of the product.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did, but they did something. And it makes the company appear more attractive than it really is.
I wonder how much of this money fucking Vince is going to funnel into the XFL. I guarantee you so much of this
That's
money is going to go right into the
Sort of
fucking
like
XFL.
what you were talking about a long time ago is hoping that Vince goes all
Well,
in
from what
on
I
the
hear,
XFL,
he's supposed to
and
be.
that
Like,
means that he won't have so much say.
I used
On
to believe
Raw
that you
and-
couldn't
Yeah.
have good wrestling unless you had Vince McMahon. I used to really believe that, man.
now we're like, please get him out of
Now I'm
NXT
like, good lord, somebody
is just
sniped that
Weekly.
motherfucker.
The pay-per-views even. We continuously say it.
Yeah, it's an
NXT,
embarrassment, really.
Best show of the week,
Yeah.
usually.
Almost always.
And then we make the mistake of watching their pay-per-view
Oh,
before,
Before
no.
watching the WWF one, and it's just
oh, thank God.
sweet. Yeah.
fuck. All these close falls.
So I was like, no.
The spear just happened. It looked a little scary for a second, but we're cool still.
No, everything's still all right.
Man, nice bump too. Yeah, dude. What the fuck happened to Vince? If you watch old Vince McMahon interviews, he's a different dude, man. He's a different person. That guy is gone. And who would have thought that Triple H would like, who I never liked as a wrestler. I'll just say it right now. Aaron did. I remember you were always a Triple H nut. I hate that guy. I think he
Yeah,
sucks.
I wasn't a
He's
Triple H
annoying on
fan
the
either.
mic and he sucks in the ring, in my opinion. But who'd have thought he'd be the promoter from fucking hell? You know what I mean? He's fucking amazing, dude.
She's gonna blow
I
out one of her tits
always
again.
was
ACL salt and the
I don't know
blown
if it was
implant.
just to be a pain in the ass and everything, but I was always a huge fan of the villains
yeah.
and everything. And so
I dig that.
So my friend Joe would be a big fan of whoever Triple H was facing. So I'd have to be like, "What are you talking about? Triple H is the man."
He's an Undertaker slappy. Joe loves the Taker.
Ah, Taint Buster.
Taint
Oh
Buster.
shit, no. Oh,
Big boot.
lariat.
I'm expecting
1,
a
2,
lariat
3.
next.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Why are you doing a Boston Crab when everybody knows your move's the figure eight?
No.
It's like if you wanted to be insulting, you should have did the cloverleaf, you know, because she's Irish. Bad writing.
There's a lot of that going around in this league. It's stupid because they kind of have like all the real top talent on the planet.
I still can't get over how
shit
much of
with
a
them.
drastic fucking change Charlotte made to her tits. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from her wrestling or nothing, but it's like she went from not having much of anything to just like, you way fucking overdid it. What happened? Step it down a notch. Ah, not again.
Oh no. I think Chad called this one the figure eight. Oh, until she bridges, it's a
Figure
eight.
4, yeah.
Fucking bite her. Bite her leg. Fucking grab the belt, smack that bitch.
DQ.
I didn't
Well,
think she was
take
going to
it.
listen to me.
I'll take
but-
that.
Yep.
She's not losing the belt.
Nope. Take it.
Oh, no.
Nobody
go back
called
in
that.
there. Continue.
I actually agree with that. You should keep on healing out if you're going to heal out.
She
No.
was down.
Charlotte's
You
going to
just
go
hit
after her
with
now instead.
Man, I feel like
I'll
need
take
a
that
beat
finish,
down.
really. Well, we ended up watching the whole match. I guess we can count that as the recap.
Sure.
All right? You heard our reaction, people.
Oh, but she's
Yeah,
going to
like
go
I say, here
after
comes
her.
Charlotte.
We'll see. There it goes. I've been watching too much good shit. It's hard to enjoy weak bumps now. Even from Becky, sorry.
None of that was Becky's fault.
Well, the bump was.
Oh,
Indeed.
there we go.
Fuck her shit up, Becky.
It's like, bitch, you want to fucking attack me?
Oh, shit. Bexploder.
Yep.
Oh, nice and stiff, too.
She took
There we
that
go.
good.
That's how you do that.
Damn.
Good job, Charlotte.
I don't think she had much of a choice on
stuff.
that.
Yeah, that was not really her doing, but even then, she
Go.
took
Do
it.
it
Oh,
again,
yeah,
go.
yeah. Keep it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Keep it going. Fuck that bitch up. Good shit, Bex.
I'm hearing a lot of
Proud
booze.
Becky.
I hear Becky, but I hear a lot of booze in the background too. I'm hoping that I'm gonna chalk that up to just the Australian crowd.
I'm
They
gonna
don't know
assume
any
that those
better.
are fake.
Could be. We are
Is
watching
that
a
her
replay.
music playing?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Technically, she lost the match, but she's the one that's walking out proud with the belt after butt kicking.
But you know what? This is like beginning to be an okay rivalry now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I could watch a couple more matches with them.
I think that's
Yeah,
be
especially
what
consider
Evolution's going to try to sell on is that match.
Probably.
what
'Cause
else.
That's really the only thing I've.
Oh god, that's gonna be bad.
What else does the SmackDown women's roster have to offer as competition to Becky?
Oh damn it! Is Bliss back?
Bliss is on Raw.
Is Bliss?
I
No,
don't know.
I mean.
I don't know. She's back or
speaking
not.
of
I don't watch Raw.
Evolution,
I don't
'Cause,
listen to hip hop.
I think that could be a good match. Is the Trish Stratus Alexa Bliss if that's still
Oh,
gonna be a match?
yeah. I didn't think about that.
Because I was trying to think.
They
of
still,
what would be
in
a
my
good
opinion, they
match.
still fucked up by not making it Mickey versus Trish.
included in the
Okay.
5 moves of doom.
So we
the actual motherfuck did I just watch?
saw the 6th move of Doom, which was the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Cheeseburger does it better in ROH.
It was like a little jab or like a quick little cheesy back fist thing.
I mean, I knew Cena and fucking Lashley were gonna win, but what the fuck? It was terrible.
Now, admittedly, we all knew they were gonna win, but we chose wrong on purpose to be dicks. But
no, not me. I took fucking Cena and Lashley.
I mean Mojo and I. But it was a spite pick and we knew it.
Yeah.
But that match was even somehow more of a letdown than I thought it was gonna be.
And then
Bobby
Cheese
Lashley
Man
is
called
not
it in
good
the
at
middle of
wrestling.
the match. He goes, "Watch, Cena's the new Hogan," and sure as shit, he gets that hot tag, basically big boot,
It's all his
bounces
weak moves
off
in
the
a row,
rope
and then the mythical
leg drop.
sixth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Why does no one ever shoot Michael Cole? I get it why they don't shoot him on every episode,
That was
but
Corey,
why is
or
it
at least on the
happening at least
replay,
5
it
or
was
6
fucking
times?
Corey.
Oh, well, okay.
Corey needs to be shot at this point too. They're all bad.
Corey was on a roll for like 2 weeks there. Remember when he was funny?
Yeah, I remember
he's
that.
great.
That was like fucking 4 months ago.
I
wasn't
thought
it?
he was the next Heenan.
Yeah.
I was calling him Little Heenan.
Yeah, we were loving it on like I think episode 1 and 2 of our podcast. Not so much since
And
then.
he is every bit as much of a company man now.
So
Lashley and Cena go over. The match sucked.
Yep, that's pretty much all there is to say.
Bobby Lashley's not good at wrestling in any aspect.
The funny thing is the feed froze up on our end for a minute, and it was like right as Lashley was reaching out to get the tag, and I was like, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be shoulder block, fucking side slam, 5 knuckle shuffle, AA. And then he threw in the special one there just to fuck me over.
Yeah, but you were
Six
still
move
pretty
of
correct,
doom.
though.
Yep.
The mythical 6th move of doom.
When you think about it, he only did 5 moves. Like, he did the shoulder block more than once, but really he only did a shoulder block, a side slam, a fist drop, a fucking fireman's carry drop thing that he calls the AA, and then the 6th move of doom, which was actually the 5th move.
You're right.
Are we counting the sweat he brushed off of his shoulder? Was that a move?
Well, he probably would. All right.
House rules.
All right. Iconics versus Asuka and Naomi. What'd you think, Chad? And Mojo? And of course, my opinion is okay, next match. All right, Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. AJ picks up the victory, much like Chad ruined the whole match by telling us exactly what was going to happen the whole time.
Not really. As soon as fucking Joe was well, at first we thought that might have been like a real fucking injury because he fucking took that table spot bad.
Yeah, it looked like it might have wrenched his
they
knee. And
caught the audio of him saying, "I heard it pop" to the referee.
But as soon as the fucking referee backed off, I was like, oh, it's a work.
And then AJ was looking at him like, I'm going to fuck this dude's injured knee up. I was like, it's a work, people!
Yeah. It's like, well, from here we can
Clear.
guarantee this match ends in a calf crusher, no doubt.
And it did. After the attempted muscle buster, but then
That
his
Cheez
knee
man
gave
said
out with
that his
Cheez
leg
Man
would give
going.
out.
But really, I think if we'd have tried hard enough, I think we all could have
Yeah.
pulled that
As
one.
soon as he pulled him into that cocaine clutch for the second time, I was like, oh, he's going to roll back for the pin, kick out, or have to let go so it doesn't fucking get
Happen
pinned.
again.
Yep.
Chad the Booker.
Predictable
All
as fuck.
Yeah.
But pretty good match, and they stiffed the shit out of each other a few times.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match at all. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna.
Especially
It was predictable towards the end.
incident where his leg supposedly got
Yeah, that was a stiff landing.
But, dude, that
for,
fucking
like, instead of going straight back, he went sideways with it. So it was almost like them landing sideways for
plus
a back
that chair
suplex.
shot where fucking Joe slammed
that
AJ down
table.
on that fucking chair. That was fucking
Yeah.
brutal.
And
AJ was fucking hurting for real from that one. He was writhing in agony, like, oh my fucking god. I mean,
His mouth
oh
was
my
bleeding
fucking
through the whole
god.
match.
yeah, what is it with AJ? Every match he gets a bloody mouth. He's just, I don't know, you almost wonder if he likes it. It's like, hit me so I can get motivated.
Yeah.
When I see the blood.
Hit me right in the mouth.
I can't wrestle until I taste my own blood.
Yeah. I need to taste the copper. Gets me going. So that was
Rousey
so
and the
we're
Bellas.
really sad that we were right.
Versus Riot Squad.
Speaking of hawking up,
I actually thought the Riot Squad would somehow get
I
a
was
win here.
hoping that there was going to be some division. Like, they had that evolution where they originally had scheduled Nikki Bella versus Ronda. And so I was hoping there was more than just that little
Yeah, oh yeah, it was at the
disagreement
beginning.
at the beginning of the
Yeah,
match.
I'm gonna start the
Who's
match.
gonna
No,
start?
I'm gonna start the match.
Drama.
But basically, Ronda gets the hot tag. She hawks it up.
It's a double fucking armbar. Ugh.
With Ruby Riot nowhere to be seen.
Well, because Ruby Riot got fucking whipped against the wall because she knows how to sell.
Yes, so that pretty much went how we thought it would.
Oh, and
Oh, I guess other than you.
don't forget Corey's fucking statement.
that Brie Bella is one of the biggest stars on the planet.
Yes.
I'm gonna fucking find that.
Yes. Brie Bella, one of the biggest stars on the planet. Don't cyberbully one of the biggest fucking stars on the planet.
Fake news, Chucky.
Also, I'm not stupid, Michael Cole, and every time that Liv Morgan landed anything on Brie, you're like, oh, that was so hard, and you know, it's like,
Right.
yeah, we see what you're doing, dude, and
Right.
it didn't work at all.
Island Rose City.
Okay, well, cut all that racism out. Okay,
Ruh-roh.
Oh, but fake Shinsuke's got a hot ass girlfriend next to him.
dude, I'll fucking turn the TV off if I have to, motherfucker.
We're gonna just watch the crowd. No. Best match of the night. Buddy Murphy. Well, best match so far we haven't. But I mean, there's nothing else left. That's
Yeah,
gonna
good
top
luck
it.
anyone on SmackDown and Raw topping what we just watched out of the 205 guys.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy and Cedric the Alexander just put on a great fucking match.
They sure put
right.
Murphy over on him, though. I mean, I kind of feel bad. It's like he
It was his home
hit
country.
all
though.
those crazy moves, and he kicks out, and then he just hits
Hit him with
That
the
fucking
spinach
sequence.
tiny and then
that
one finisher. and
action that
easy
Cedric
pin.
Alexander said it all.
Yeah, the standing Spanish fly and then the fucking lumbar check, and he kicked out. As soon as he kicked out, that I was Buddy Murphy's winning tonight.
But he's
And
going
the
over, kids.
Overreaction of the Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I get it.
Yeah, it was a fucking awesome match. It was
Cheez
kinda-
had pointed out that made him like almost want to have to check out 205, and I agreed, and I'm kind of angry about that.
Yeah, like, fuck. I think I'm gonna have to watch 205 next week just to.
I actually know a guy who watches 205. We do, but doesn't watch NXT.
Oh,
I'm like,
wow,
dude,
Joe?
yeah. I'm
Heavy
like,
Metal Joe.
I'm like, dude,
Missing the
fucking
fuck
yourself,
out.
man. Because fucking NXT is the best product that company puts out.
For sure. Without a doubt. So, the Shield beats Braun, Dolph, and Drew.
Yeah, they.
Piss poor match.
It was really bad from start to finish.
Well, it's so long that I'm sure somebody could pick something out.
So much
And everything
sloppy
about it.
spots, and everything just looks so clunky.
I
Ugh.
mean, to the credit, the fucking Braun getting speared through the wall looked pretty cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Give him
Especially,
credit for that.
I have to give a lot of props to the camera people because of you didn't see Roman coming at all.
No.
No.
But however, you did see Dean moving the steps.
Yeah, see, I thought he was moving them.
To where Braun could run into the steps. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
'Cause,
initially
we
thought
thought-
Dean was going to sidestep. And he was
We
gonna
were
run
missing
the
a
steps.
Braun Loves post in
No,
that match.
no.
I
It
thought for
happened.
Sure,
It happened.
Oh,
It didn't happen hard. But
Yeah,
it happened.
it wasn't a real
that's
good one.
probably why.
Just because of how the rings.
It was one of those things where,
configured.
like, where's
It's a little
Braun?
weird.
He was gone for a couple minutes, and then he came in, did one move, got himself some post, and disappeared again. But, yeah,
It was the turd I expected, and honestly, almost all the guys in the match are good workers except Roman Reigns, and I was expecting it would be good, probably, but because as long as you don't put Roman in there too much, it might be okay.
which they didn't.
Oh,
Roman
son of a
wasn't
bitch.
much of
And
a
it
factor
still
at all.
was shitty.
Yeah.
All right.
Think
well.
about it. Who out of the Shield right now does the crowd really love and are almost going, it would be cool if he broke away or something?
Well, I
Dean.
mean, I think people want Dean to break away, but honestly, I think Seth is still more over with the crowd than Dean.
Speaking of the
point
crowd,
is,
they looked like they were.
I just
they were
thought
like
about that.
watching an actual abortion take place. Nobody looked happy during this whole match. They had to turn the
think
crowd
about this.
down several times because of unhappiness.
WWE subliminally, who ends up being the hero in all of this, sacrificing himself for the guy Dean Ambrose who eventually gets the pin
Don't say it.
and everything. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just saying.
It's Roman Reigns, the big dog.
Oh, you son of a!
It's the big dog.
Oh,
Big pile of dog shit.
Yeah, that's
But
the big
I was
dog's
just
yard.
thinking about
Someone
that.
didn't clean up the shit. Someone slipped
That
in it.
sacrificing himself for Dean, who the people really are happy to see back and everything.
Well, plus, yeah, there's that. And they had to kind of clear up the thing earlier, too, because he accidentally Superman punched Dean. And they did the whole thing for a second, like, oh, is Dean going to get in to help them? And of course he did. He fucking took out Braun right away. But then Roman comes back and
that you guys had anything to talk about in regards to this match, because it'll be at least 2-minute long segment now.
just their obviousness when it comes to trying to do things in the storyline, that's all.
Yeah, that was a tough one to get through, but at least they didn't draw it out too long.
And now we only got 2 matches left, so I'm guessing next will be Miz versus Bryan.
What the fuck just happened here, you guys?
Are you going to pause that shit?
No.
No?
I wanted that to be in the
That's-
audio for right now, because we just watched a piece of shit
What the fuck
20
just
second-
happened?
roll up. What?
Even the announcers would go, Miz just won. No, Daniel Bryan just won.
What the
And then we had
this
to
was
rewind it back to see
Supposed
that
to
ending.
be the match that gets us woke back up again before the grandparents come out and argue.
Oh my god. What the actual fuck
Did they
just
you
happened?
guys.
Did
Was
they just
Daniel
say
Bryan
that?
injured? Like, for real? And they had to just make the
No,
match?
I just thought of something. They needed that more time for the old guys.
That almost feels like
Fuck that.
they weren't even supposed to do that or some shit. Like, it just happened. Like, the way
Like
the
they were
Miz
like,
reacted.
okay, you guys
the
just
crowd,
got 5 minutes cut from your.
the crowd
match.
didn't make
That's
a
the first
move.
thing I said. Like, do you guys really need all this time? And then, sure shit.
The crowd did not make
My
a
microphone
move. They're
was
like,
smoking.
no.
That was fucking awesome. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
I don't. I'm the same way with the crowd. Like, no. What the fuck just happened?
Akko Mack ain't got shit on me. I got a fucking microphone melting over here.
I was like excited for a second because I go, that sure looked from that angle that Miz was the one that had the pin, but I could still see his.
Yeah. Yeah, you had better smoke, man, because you just got fucked.
Exactly. I was.
We
gonna
all
say
did.
that
I
exact
think we
same
all
fucking
picked
thing.
Miz,
Really?
so I think
Yeah.
we all
I'm so
got
sorry.
that.
Everybody, I
wrong.
like to smoke
Fucking
because I
game
just
you,
got
dude.
fucked. We all just got fucked.
I like to smoke during.
Ooh, you're dirty.
I'm French.
Well, why haven't you ever
I'm
smoked
just
during
kidding. I
with me?
take showers. All right. Well, that match was a piece of fucking shit.
Wee.
Yes! 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 Awesome!
That's a good way to start it.
Thank God that's over.
Thank God that's over. That's okay. It'll go back in it. It'll just make weird noises on the show, but it's fine. Maybe I can cut them out. Or we could just start now.
Starting now.
Thank God that's over.
Jesus Christ.
Well, fuck, I gotta leave that all in now because it's gonna be funny.
funny. To who?
Well, the grandparents did exactly what I thought they were gonna do, and that was stink up the joint.
And we even took a coffee break.
Actually, it made me feel bad because all those guys used to be people that could do things. It's like,
Man, that would have been
Triple
an
H looked
awesome
good,
main
but,
event
man.
in 95.
one guy out of 4 looking good don't help the match too much.
Or am I thinking 98?
At least
matter,
I got
that's
coffee, so that's
Close to the average age of the fucking each competitor. The Undertaker shouldn't be doing this anymore.
What is he?
it's clear.
He almost collapsed at the end a couple times there.
Plus that spot where they were out and he was supposed to, I don't know, drop Triple H on that fucking guardrail and
And he just like stood up and he kind of gently slid off him.
yeah, that
It
was
so bad.
like the worst thing I've seen all night.
So bad.
And Shawn Michaels' slow jog. What only looked good because of Kane could barely walk, attempting to chase after him.
I can't believe they made this match so long.
Yeah.
Like none of these guys can move very well. With the exception of Triple H, none of these guys can move very well
It
anymore.
was roughly after the intros and shit, 20-25 minutes of match or something like
I
that.
think it was more than that. Fuck.
Well,
Because
it
at one point you said,
felt
how
like
much longer do we
forever.
have this
I mean,
shit? And you said, oh my god, a whole another half fucking hour.
Yeah.
Which I wonder how much time there's still left. The match just ended, we paused it.
About 8 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, it was about a half-hour long turd fest. Ugly spot after embarrassing thing.
Congratulations to Mojo, though. He
Yep, he's the winner of the
picked Triple H.
I don't know. He didn't like actually win anything, but
No.
but
Bragging
he did.
rights.
Yeah, bragging rights. It is. He made the most correct choices.
We all made the wrong choice by sacrificing so much time to watch this shit.
There's no doubt.
There wasn't a winner tonight.
I can second that.
If I had to come away with a positive, it's at least Becky still has the title, even if she didn't win.
That was definitely a positive. There wasn't a lot of promo and crap between matches that we had to skip.
Yeah, not till they
I kinda
towards the
enjoyed
end when
that.
They were like, "Hey, Evolution," and they fucking talked about it for like 5 minutes, but managed to only announce what, 2?
Yeah,
And I love the 205 match. It was as kick-ass as
Yeah.
anything I've watched in the last couple weeks at least.
Yes, for sure. I don't know. Yeah,
It actually
205
made you
Live over
curious and
Becky
go,
keeping the title.
I
Actually,
might check out 205.
Right.
See how much I
kinda
can
want
get
to
through.
tune in and just watch the continuation of the story, see what happens.
yep.
They probably have like a rematch or something, and it might be good.
Oh, I hope so, because that match was fucking excellent. The low point of the night for me was what the fuck did they do with The Miz and Daniel Bryan?
Nothing.
Like, what
That
the
seemed
fuck was
really rushed. Like they told them, "Oh, by the way, you guys, 5-10 minutes just got cut from your match."
that? You know, shit. We gotta make sure we got plenty of fucking time for the goddamn Undertaker and Triple H. And now there's still 8 minutes left, and the fucking match is over.
I was really counting on them to kind of pick things back up and give us a good match, which I'm sure they can do. They're both real good wrestlers, you know. But
This seems
then
like
that shit happened.
I don't know. That is the old people. But I was gonna say that seems like a lot of time to just for celebrating or whatever they're.
Well, who knows
doing
what
for
happens
8
after this
minutes.
because we didn't watch.
Right.
It might be some huge news we missed or something. I don't know. but-
Well, if it is, we'll come back on here and talk about it. But more than likely, it's not.
Wow, that was really tough to watch.
If I had to guess, they're gonna celebrate for a minute, then the Undertaker's gonna finally stand up, and Kane's gonna get in the ring, and then they all have a handshake and fuck each other.
If I'm watching a match, I shouldn't feel bad for the people in it. Like, man, these poor guys.
Alright.
But I did so many times. These poor guys out here, they just can't do it. You know? Even Kane, who has wrestled recently, looked pretty
Like I said, when
fucking straight-legged today. I don't know what his deal was, man. Everybody sucked except, you know,
Battle of the Network AARP stars.
Triple H. Triple H was all right.
Shawn Michaels looked like he could still throw a super kick the few times that he did.
Yeah, as long as he don't like have to walk before it, though. It's like his walk looks really bad, like his knees are fucked up. But he did nail some super kicks, and they look pretty good. So I mean, there's that.
Me.
A couple of them were nice.
Yeah, a couple,
Yeah.
not so much. Well, at least one of them, not so much.
Okay. Hey man, he's 100. What do you want? Yeah.
And we're
Let's see what happens next, if anything. All right. Well, yeah, a little more action did go down after all. As we were watching, the internet went out on me, which happens every now and then when I have a lot of shit hooked up at once. And where it left off, it was like a picture of Kane's
celebrating.
victory, and so he
He's
was
just-
like, "Oh,
Mojo immediately noticed it.
are they gonna do
But the
something
thing
here?
was,
Is he
Kane
waiting
just
on a
stood
cue
there
from
with
Undertaker?"
his slack jaw, staring at
Yeah, he-
at Undertaker, and did not stop until they actually.
Right. As soon as
Tag.
Undertaker finally
Once
made
we
the move.
once we restarted it, we seen that Kane did in fact continue to kind of just like stare at the Undertaker.
Yep.
And then
And then proceeded to hit Shawn Michaels in the side of the arm with a very, very awful clothesline, maybe? That's what we want to call that? Well, yeah.
it was
A veritable shit show.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out of here. Go hit fucking CBS, get some preparation H, because this show gave me hemorrhoids.
yeah, he made that shit pretty obvious as all. He was like staring at Undertaker the whole time, just waiting on a cue.
Mean case of the bloody butt.
Undertaker.
Kayfabe, bro, kayfabe. All right, well,
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's just wrap this shit up.
all right. Episode 25 of Wrestling's High Marks is just about cashed. I've been G Whiz Willoughby, along with.
Cheese, man.
Senior Mojo.
Make sure you check us out on Twitter. It's twitter.com/thehighmarks or @thehighmarks if you're already on Twitter. or on Facebook at facebook.com/thehighmarks, or at the Highmarks if you're already on Facebook. And Instagram, of course, and that's Instagram at Wrestling's Highmarks, because we like to confuse you just a little bit.
Keep you on your toes.
If there's nothing else, gentlemen, I think this week we're once again going to be taken out by Dan Mintz.
Like, with a rifle?
Yeah, hopefully after this shit show we just had to deal with.
All right, sweet release.
I would appreciate it.
With a fucking rifle.
Hope you didn't miss anything, and take us out, Dan.
My mom always says she wishes I was never born. But I don't think that's true, because if I was never born, she'd have a 26-year-old man living inside her uterus.
It's not rape if you scream surprise.
Or if you're a Republican.
Now that's what you call getting off on a technicality. Hey-o.
Never met a woman named Technicality.
And why'd you get off on her?
All right, why not just do it enter?
Okay, now that the 8-year-olds have done a mic check.
Yep. Episode 25.
That's right. I was sitting here trying to figure the number. That's why I didn't say anything.
How could you forget, like, those classics, like 16 through 22?
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, 16 through 22. Those are
Wait,
fucking all great
Those
episodes.
are all priceless.
18, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're probably
18
right.
to 21.
I was
Was
just
it?
making a joke.
18,
No, it was
19,
more than
20,
that.
and 21 were the highly rated shows, I thought.
Could be.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I thought it was only a month, but okay. It was only a month of really bad shows.
So bad they
They're
seem to have
virtually
disappeared.
unlistenable.
Yeah. Virtually.
Oh, I popped myself with a really bad joke. Look at that.
A really bad inside joke at that.
Wrestling's High Marks, episode 25. Welcome, everyone. What is Lucha Underground on Tuesdays?
I don't know.